and you can't tell that the Julian calendar is now the Gregorian calendar.
Well, then if you go off the Eastern calendar, then it's 5 or 6 around into.
It's gonna be like calendar, like he can't tell time. He can't tell time.
All that shit is just bullshit. All of it.
Oh.
Every piece of it. Tap the screen. Believers, come on up. Bible fact: not a single author of the New Testament have ever met Jesus. Not Paul, not Joseph, none of them. Well, I guess Joseph wasn't an author, but you know what I mean.
None of these were authors. I mean, the Gospels were named after them, but we have zero proof that they wrote those Gospels.
Yeah, it was like they were attributed that in like the 4th century, like 400 years after they were dust.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Because okay, yeah, sure, Paul learned Greek like later in his life, but he had no reason to write in Greek. He could have written in Hebrew or Aramaic because he was Saul originally by the Lord.
And not only that, dear, like Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
Nobody's not gonna write in a language that's not their favorite fucking language. You're gonna always write in your favorite language.
Well, and again, like Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John were illiterate in their own language. And you're telling me they went like Hebrew, which, yeah, is pretty complicated itself, but then Greek is complicated for a whole different number of reasons. It's kind of like me trying to learn English, which is a complicated language, but then kind of writing an entire book in Japanese. Like, it completely disobeys the laws of my own language.
On top of the fact that they had no they had no formal schools, so that shit is not even fucking possible.
Yeah, and
None
like even if they were educated, even if they because education was a thing back then, they couldn't afford it. Education was for the wealthy elite back then. Are you kidding? Exactly. Like they probably didn't even know how to write their own meat.
Who has time like that?
No, back then you had to make sure your family got fed. You didn't have time to read books.
Right.
Kate, Reggie, Kate wants you to buy an iPhone 15.
Better go to Metro with that shit. They probably give you one for free. Just gotta switch.
The reason why a lot of Christians like they go back to they were relaying an oral tradition argument because they cannot explain the weird gap that every major holy text or just political text in general, we have proof that it was written in the language of the people that were supposed to read it, like the Israelites or whatever, besides the Bible. Like the Quran was written in Arabic, the Bhagavad Gita was written in Sanskrit, but the Bible, in Greek. Like it was meant for the people.
It was meant for Rome, bitch.
Like yeah.
Exactly.
Like that's not that didn't raise any red flags at all.
Like historically?
I ain't gonna lie. Hey, for real, I ain't gonna lie, Ariel. I ain't mean to give you that goddamn hand for it. I ain't gonna lie. Look, this what happened.
Crazy.
I just was in Afro's live. Right? And it was this motherfucker that was on it that was so fucking annoying that I was like, I'll pay. I don't give a fuck. To get him off here, I'll pay. And I left it on there because I paid 2 hand hearts to get rid of his ass. And then I'm just thinking that the roses right there, I hit that shit, boom. I'm like, oh god.
Can't.
Oh, man. Rob yesterday was wild. I want to beg somebody to tell me he was a troll because there's something in my brain. My synapses are refusing to acknowledge that I am breathing the same air as somebody that stupid. Like, who wrote Hamlet?
Yeah.
I don't know, probably Hamlet.
Oh, that dude.
What? or he took like 5 minutes to answer. I'm just like,
you got a calculator too.
Oh yeah, like I go, because he was like, I'm smarter than anybody here. We go, what's 2 times 3? And he went,
7.
No, I've seen him a few times. I don't think he's a troll. I think he'd be drunk as hell though.
I know, Ariel, but that's what makes it worse somehow. Like,
who, me?
No, not you. We're talking about somebody else from yesterday.
Oh, okay. Because I'd be drunk and trolling people sometimes. Sometimes.
No, this guy was legit.
CK, let me get your age and religion.
Religion, I believe in God. Age, 33. And
Bible fact. That's it. Bible fact. That's it.
I'm a Chris.
That's all. You said all that. That's good enough. Bible fact. Not a single author of the New Testament ever met Jesus.
Thank you. Jesus is saved my life. He saved my life. That's all I gotta say.
I don't care. I
All
don't
right,
I
care.
still
I
talk
don't
shit.
care.
I still talk
Answer
shit.
the
I still talk
prompt.
shit.
Answer the prompt.
I don't care.
What's the prompt? I don't see it.
It's on the screen.
I just said it to you.
No, the prompt is like blank.
Bible. Okay, the prompt is
No, it's
not
not.
a single author of the New Testament ever met
Reggie,
Jesus.
you're on you on a smaller screen. Put yourself back on the big screen.
Okay, show your face.
Who, me?
Show your faces. I'll show my face.
What the fuck? Why do you want to see our faces, you weirdo?
CK.
I'm not
Just
mad
address
at
the
you.
prompt, please. I don't give a fuck if you're mad or not. Address the backdropper. Kick motherfucking rocks.
You're right. My bad. It's your prompt, and I'm just a visitor.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
It's a very simple prompt.
You were saying you
Like
were
you
saying you were
stalling.
reading the prompt. You were reading the prompt. What was it?
You stalling, CK. We've told you 4 fucking times now.
Not
I
a
know.
single author of the New Testament ever met Jesus.
True.
Bullshitting.
No, they hang out with him, but
They
Jesus
hung
is
out
right.
with him. Who
They
are
hung
the
out with
authors
him, yeah.
of the New Testament, anyways?
One of his boys snitched on him.
No, who are the authors of the New Testament?
A bunch of apostles.
No, they're
No,
anonymous.
we have no proof of that.
You're right.
We have
Right.
zero proof of that. We have zero proof. For example, why do we know that the Meditations by Marcus Aurelius were written by Marcus Aurelius?
I love
Not
Marcus
because-
Aurelius.
No, not because it was by Marcus Aurelius. Because we have extensive proof that we found like the people when they were going to his castle when he died. We found it in his diary. We found it in his chamber. The maids reported that he was writing diaries or whatever, and they were collected into his meditations. We have proof that he wrote it that's external to the main text. So there's no proof outside of the Gospel of Mark that proves Mark wrote the Gospel.
That makes sense.
Yeah, that's how historical method works.
I'm also wondering if he actually wrote or if he actually read Marcus Aurelius.
Me, yeah, I have.
No, not you, dear.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No. But I do have like
Wait,
Marcus.
wait. You said you love Marcus Aurelius, but you never read any of his work?
No, of course not, because I don't read books. But what I'm saying, I do remember. I do remember one of his quotes that said, "It's not about love; it's about what you're willing to do for it that counts."
By the way,
Aurelius.
Marcus Aurelius
One
hated
second.
Marcus
A German-
Aurelius.
a German poet.
second.
One at a time,
One
y'all.
second. 1 second. You said that you like Marcus Aurelius.
Because of that quote that I just told you.
Please stop fucking talking. Aurelius said about morality.
You told me to shut the fuck up, so I don't.
Answer the question. Do you know what you said that you like him, but you brought
It's about what you're willing
1
to do for it
second.
that
You
counts.
brought him of your Jesus. Do you know what he said about morality?
What?
I'm asking you, do you know?
The answer is no.
That would let you know that he did not even believe in Jesus.
And also, CK, a quote is enough to make you like somebody?
Do research, idiot.
Wait, hold up.
Don't call me an idiot when it comes to this. Yes, for sure, 100%.
But no, CK, a quote is enough to make you like somebody?
When it
Do
comes,
you know what Smithler? CK, do you know what Smithler said?
Let him
I have to
answer.
answer
Let
her
him
question
answer.
first.
Yeah,
Let him
hold
answer.
on.
Y'all asking too many questions at one time.
She
Yeah,
asked
so
me a question.
Yeah, a quote is enough to make you like somebody?
At least be involved with it. Yes, for sure. Like them, for sure,
Okay,
100%.
so Schmittler did a lot of good quotes about animal rights. Do you like him?
Who?
Yeah.
Schmittler, the guy from 1940s Germany?
Schmittler?
Okay,
She's
you know
saying
who,
it in code. She's saying it. She's saying
The
it.
little
I got you, I got you.
Can't say that on
mustache man.
TikTok.
I got you.
Yeah, so
No.
he actually had a lot of good quotes about like things like animal
Look,
rights.
I don't know. I don't know the guy. Point being is, I believe humans should love
No,
humans.
CK, that's not my question. That's not my question. I
Mhm.
said he actually had some pretty decent quotes on things like animal rights, economic stability, and things like that. Do you think he was a good guy based on those quotes?
Do you? And
No,
I don't.
I'm asking, no, TK, don't answer my question with another question. I'm asking you because you seem to be under the illusion that one person saying one nice thing is enough to make you like him.
So is Marcus Aurelius a bad person? That's not what I'm saying. Point being,
No, no.
Hey, you
What-
can't. Wait, you said you like somebody based on a single quote. You,
he's
have-
a
Okay,
German
what you-
philosopher that all of his quotes that I've heard so far, without reading his books,
you only said one.
that's just one. Right now, I can't give you the rest.
Yeah,
Okay, CK.
And not
See-
only that, you have no idea what he said about Jesus. You brought Jesus up, and you have no idea what he
He was not
actually
even a
is.
Christian, my guy.
And you have no. He number one, he wasn't Christian, and he thought that the character Jesus, he thought it was stupid. He even said about morality. He said a man who would hold on to morality and do that more than which is given to him is an idiot. That's what he thought.
So
He
Kate,
was,
here's a fun little.
he was damn near a nihilist. So I don't think that you should have brought him up whatsoever because you haven't done any research, and it's obvious by the way that you're waxing what you think is eloquently when you don't know
Marcus-
anything about this gentleman. This gentleman did not believe in Jesus. He thought
also-
Jesus was an idiot.
Yeah, but also, Marcus Aurelius thought that your reason is your moral compass. Like
Absolutely.
human logos is what, not divine command, not salvation, not sin, not heaven or hell or reward or punishment. It was your reason and your logic.
Absolutely.
So here's a
So,
fun
and-
fact, Kate. I knew who Marcus Aurelius was before this, and I knew about meditations briefly. I knew a lot of, like, sadly, the most I knew about him is a lot of guys who pretend that they're enlightened have his book on their coffee table, and again, haven't read it. But I knew about Marcus Aurelius. I'm just like, okay, cool. The fact that you gave me that little synopsis of him, I literally went to Amazon to get his fucking, like, to add his book to my fucking book wish list, because I'm just like, I need to read this motherfucker.
Trust me, Lynn Fox. No, trust me.
I thought he was an NFL
the
player.
The TikTok stoics, the quote unquote Phil bros of TikTok.
Oh, they wish they could be Marcus
completely
Aurelius?
they completely misunderstand Stoicism and Marcus Aurelius. It's not about shutting your emotions and being masculine. It's about staying in harmony with nature, using your reason above anything else,
Absolutely.
and accepting change and not being static. It's beautiful.
Absolutely.
So,
Whoever that guy, whoever the guy is that just was talking,
okay.
Chef's kiss. He has it perfect.
Yes,
Marcus
and-
Aurelius. If somebody were to embody the 48 laws of power, if the 48 laws of power was a person, it would be Marcus Aurelius.
Yes, but also you have
I
to.
literally, like, just from your summary and dear summary, I literally went to Amazon, looked up Marcus Aurelius meditations, and added that to my book wish
And
list.
and by the way, the meditations of Marcus Aurelius are an incredibly important piece of history because they're the personal diary of a Roman emperor who was also secretly a philosopher.
Love
so
that.
so
Also,
he wasn't just about character or moral virtue. It was also about like it was the foundations of logical philosophy along Aristotle. So for example,
I love that.
the whole versus the one versus the parts of the one. It was very interesting.
Sounds
And,
very Three Musketeers, and I kind of love it. But also, and I know this isn't indicative of what he looked like because, you know, like artwork is used to make people flattering. The statues of him, though, I'd hit him. I'd hit that.
Links. I know that you are ADHD, so I'll give you a metaphor real quick because I know I kind of have an idea how your brain works.
Yes,
If logic were to meet logic, and I tell you,
Yeah,
please.
but-
You have no idea
fucking
how
kiss.
sexy that sounds. Like, you have
Yes.
no idea how sexy that sounds to me.
I'm telling
and
you,
it's-
Chef's kiss. It's just he is beyond amazing. He's very eloquent, but yes, you have to read
And
it.
also, like, the statue busts of him, like, I'd hit that. I'd rock
He
that
was
all
an
night
attractive
long.
individual.
Like, he looked pretty hot, not gonna lie. Anyways, CK, you back?
I'm here.
Anyway, I'm too
Yeah,
high to be up
so
here.
maybe don't
Ricky, I'll see you
talk-
later.
So maybe don't mention Marcus Aurelius
I'm gonna
again.
drop and listen.
What about-
Love you. But yeah, so maybe don't mention Marcus Aurelius again, unless you want to look really, really unintelligent.
You're right. You're right. You know what? I am unintelligent when it comes to that. You're right. Specifically, what I do for a living and what I do for my life, I'm super intelligent in that. As far as him, he gave me a quote that I was like, and I use it romantically, by the way. not about love. It's
You
about
really
what you
shouldn't,
want to do.
considering
But he was
a stoic.
against all of that. He was
I was
against
gonna
all
say,
of
you
that.
should, because he was a stoic.
You're misunderstanding what Marcus Aurelius was saying. So do not, I would say you're blaspheming his name, if that's allowed to say.
But
So,
to his
Come on,
to
I'm
his
a
defense,
romantic.
though, there's quotes from Christians I agree with.
Oh,
There's
yeah,
some
same.
Christians I like.
Yeah.
So,
But like, and like, don't get me wrong, I'm a romantic too. Like, I like the romantic poets of like the Victorian era. That I will eat that shit up all the live long day.
Yeah,
But I
Lord
can
Byron.
understand that- Like, I can. Oh, Byron, man, what
I
a
love
fucking character,
Byron.
huh?
Love Byron.
Kelly, oh, mwah.
Oh fuck yeah.
Both-
Shakespeare's
both-
sonnets.
CK,
Well, hold on.
Oh.
Both
CK,
Percy-
nobody can hear you. CK, nobody can hear you when you're on a teaspoon, and eventually you're going to drop.
Yeah, but Percy and Mary. Mwah.
Oh my
No, so I love
God.
them, but I can also like.
read anything Milton. Paradise
Oh
Lost.
God, Paradise
Oh my
Lost.
God.
Dear, if you haven't done this before, like you need to do this. There is an audio book of Paradise Lost where what the fuck is his name? The guy who was in Clockwork Orange. He voices Satan. It's so good. Who was that? I know that actor because I love that actor. Hold on.
Who was in who?
It was.
Yeah,
It was
CK, if you don't come off that teaspoon soon, I'm going to drop
Malcolm
you.
McDowell.
Oh damn.
It's
I was trying to say that name.
yeah. It
I'm
was
brushing
Malcolm
my teeth,
McDowell.
so.
And he voices Satan in that audiobook. Look it up. It's on YouTube. CK, we're back. Stop going off at K. Never mind.
Anyway, I would love Paradise Lost like recited by like fucking I don't know the guy who did Lord of the Rings or
Oh
Um,
yeah.
yeah
Hell,
I-
I
Ian
would love to have like who would be like some of your top people to voice characters in that? I would
Ian
love to.
McKellen.
Ian McKellen, I would love him. If he was
Ma-
still alive, I would want Christopher Lee as the overarching narrator.
Yeah, and oh my god, Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman. I want him to be the narrator because he has a very deep and like he brings you in the storyline.
Oh yeah. I
Yeah.
will say though, I sort of can't take Morgan Freeman seriously now that one video game her. Did you see the clip where the one video gamer can be like, "Can you beat Morgan Freeman coming after me?" And the guy like imitated Morgan Freeman's voice, going, "I can smell you." It was very fun. So, like sometimes I'm like, okay, I think back to that, it kind of makes it a little less serious. But yeah, like Morgan Freeman, Ian McKellen,
Glenn.
Christopher
I gave up on him when I heard him on 21 Savage album.
or like if he was still alive, Alan Rickman. Like if you ever listen to Alan
Oh.
Rickman read poetry,
He
you
died?
will die. Yeah, he's gone. He was gone a while ago.
Shit.
Yeah, he was gone a while ago, sadly. Like
See you
right
at
after
the
the,
crossroads. See you
Like,
in
right after the last
day.
yeah, right after the last Harry Potter movie, I think he had cancer, I believe.
Oh my god, literal tears.
Oh my god! Like I actually saw I saw a book of his. Somebody had made a book of his diaries, and they published it, and I was so close to buying it today because I'm just like, oh my god! But if you ever listen to him read poetry, oh, like
Yeah.
I don't care
Like
if
the
you're
actors-
straight as a, like I don't care if you're straight as a fucking
Believers,
arrow.
come on
That
up.
voice will make you gay.
Oh, I know. Don't
Like,
worry. I don't know the links, don't worry. But I'll tell you this. The actors always know how to like read poetry because poetry is all about emphasis. Like when you emphasize.
yeah.
For example, it's a huge dilemma famous in Shakespearean like theater.
Hmm.
What word do you
I
emphasize?
knew you
to
was going there. I knew you was going to say Shakespeare. I knew
To be or not
That's,
to
the
be,
thing,
that is the
that's
question.
still a theory that's debated, Reggie. Like what emphasis to put on what words because we don't know.
Yeah, like
Shakespeare
is it
didn't write
to
any
be? Is it not? Is it or? Because it depends on what the character was thinking at that time. Depends on the
Yeah,
context
and like
of the scene.
like Shakespeare never left any notes. Like he just like it was just like and like so it's interesting, and that's why I love Shakespearean stage actors who transition to acting because they just do it so flawlessly.
Yeah, because they know how to embody the characters really well than like just
Yeah.
your average
Well,
narrators.
but before we get on to Teresa, did you ever see? This is my last little thing. Teresa, music loud. Okay, did you ever see? This is a young Ian McKellen, so young that you're like, this can't be Ian McKellen, but it fucking is. He's reading the soliloquy of Macbeth
Yes.
in black and oh my!
Yes.
Is this a dagger in my hand? I'm like,
All right, let's move on.
Sorry.
Teresa, let me get your age and religion.
literally geeking out.
Teresa, let me get your age and religion.
Can you speak
Age and
up?
religion.
Speak louder.
42.
Okay.
And what's your religion?
English.
That's your nationality. What's your religion?
Your religion, love.
Catholic.
All right. Are you
Bible
Irish
fact.
Catholic or Roman
No.
Catholic?
Let me talk to her. Let me talk to her.
Go
Bible
for it.
fact. Not a
Roman
single author
Catholic.
of the New Testament. Listen to me. Listen to me. Bible fact. Not a single author of the New Testament ever met Jesus.
Do you agree with that?
Why?
Teresa, are you not listening to what I'm saying to you?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna repeat myself one more time to you. Not a single author of the New Testament ever met Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, so are you just gonna keep saying yeah, no, no, because you're wasting my time?
I think I believe I believe in God.
Okay, that's not a
Okay,
question.
you can believe it. You can believe in God all you want. What I'm saying to you is nobody that wrote a word about Jesus ever met him. Not one of them.
I don't think so. No.
Okay, it doesn't matter what you think. It's a proven fact that none of the authors of the New Testament ever met Jesus. That's a fact.
I think it is a fact. Yeah. I think it
Whenever I say something, are you just gonna say nuh-uh?
well, I think I follow the Bible.
Okay.
I'm moving on. I'm sorry. I can't. I've had enough patience with that. Nathan, let me get your Asian religion.
Let's move on.
Nice to meet you again, my brother. 40.
I'm not your brother.
Pushing.
I'm not your
No,
brother.
you a black brother.
No, I'm not your brother. Want me to prove it to you? Want me to prove it
I
to
know.
you? Want me to prove it to you?
It depends on what you mean.
Did my dad? Listen, I'm not your brother in no sense of the word. You know why? Because my dad
Why?
never fucked your mom, and my mom never fucked your dad. So I'm not your brother.
I wasn't being biological.
Just because we're both black does not make us brothers. I'm not your brother. Bible fact. Not a
Semantic.
the New
I
Testament.
noticed that.
Listen. No, I don't have an issue with semantics. It's a literal person. I don't or did make up so after this I just do that. Right? Unless we're talking in slang. Now if you want to talk in
my
slang,
brother.
listen, Nathan. I'm not your fucking brother, right? Now if you want to talk to me in slang, then we can adjust what these terms mean. Because when we're talking like that in slang, then we do that. But when we're having adult conversation and we're speaking, then I'm only to you literally, right? Bible fact. Not a single author of the New Testament ever met Jesus.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Statement. Why would you take these people's word for what they're saying as valuable, right? They never met this person. So how do you think they wrote about him?
Well, the stories were first orally. It was like oral traditions. And then later
That's
on,
not
people
true.
wrote down.
That's not true. That's not true. Especially if we're talking about the Gospels.
We talk about
Those
Jesus.
are not oral. Yes, the stories about Jesus ever oral traditions, and you can't say they were passed down from anyone. You can't say that. It's not
You
true.
can. You need a historical source to prove that. So, like, if you
Right.
have a folklore that's passed
It
down over
says
generations and that's twisted every time, we must have at least some historical source that says, okay, this is the general idea of the folklore, or there was a folklore that was passed down, but we have no historical source pointing that's Jesus. You relaying oral tradition,
my
that's just
internet
an
was
empty
cutting
claim.
out.
You
I
need a proof
missed that.
of that.
I'm sorry.
You need a proof of that.
I missed what you were saying.
Actually, historically, you cannot say they were relaying an old tradition or it was relayed orally. You have to prove that. So anytime we say this was
I
relayed
could
orally, there is a historical source that says, okay, these are the people that were relaying it, or maybe this was the original story and this is how it was interpreted later on, etc., etc. Like the story of the tortoise and the rabbit. This was relayed orally, and we have proof of it. There's
Then don't bring up Bart Ehrman. You do that
so
every single time.
yeah,
Bart
because
Ehrman is a
Bart Ehrman is a
terrible
new.
reference.
We
But
we
What
so
he's
don't
a
like
New
Bart
Testament.
Ehrman.
Let me. Bart Ehrman is a
n-
New Testament scholar. He
No, he's
studies the
not.
New
no, he's an
Testament,
awful
and
reference.
He's an
he is a New
author.
Testament scholar.
I
He is
know
an
that, but
He's
he's
a
an
author.
New
awful.
Testament. He is a New
Listen,
Testament scholar.
I'm so
listen.
tired of this shit.
Okay,
Okay,
can I go
so
after you then, Ariel,
yeah, I was
so I
just
can
trying to
rebuttal what he
interject
was saying?
something. I was just trying to interject something. The time that this would have been taking place was so far beyond oral tradition. Not that they didn't still have them, but we're talking about there are so many other documents from that time period. And we're talking about the savior of the world. You don't anybody else like they were meticulously documenting things. Like that's just not a good argument for me because why would they do that? Why would they keep it to oral tradition? Why wouldn't it be in the quote unquote newspapers of their day or whatever? Like they were keeping meticulous records of everything else, but not this man that rose from the dead and came back to save everybody. Like that's crazy.
It's
yeah,
also
no, it's
annoying. Oh, hold on, dear. It's also annoying when you guys constantly bring up Bart Ehrman. Like, we don't like the fucker either. He's compromised because he works for a Christian school. Like, if you want to get like really down into it, talk about like Richard Carrier or somebody else who like Christopher Hitchens. Like, if you have something to say about those motherfuckers, sure. But Bart Ehrman, like, it's the same kind of like mindset that like Trumpers have when they talk about like Biden or Obama. It's like, well, what if Biden's on the list? What if Bill Clinton's on the list? Like, yeah,
But
throw
it's
him
a
in
bad
jail.
example. It's still a bad example when they cite him. And the reason why it's a bad example is because, look, watch this, Nathan. Let me ask you a question, Nathan. Nathan, unmute real quick.
Go ahead.
Is Bart Ehrman an atheist?
Yes.
yeah.
It's
And he
terrible
also,
example.
and also, again, a horrible.
Wait. You gotta let me respond to you at least, bro.
I want to. They just asked you another question, and he's not. He was agnostic, but that also presents a
Can I
problem
respond
because
to
if he
the
thinks
original?
he found, it's just not a good reference. But yeah, go ahead. You can respond.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Can I just say
Can I
like?
respond to your original question? Or
But I want to say, I want to tell you this.
Okay.
Nathan,
Let him
just
go ahead.
before you
Let him
respond.
answer. Let him answer. Let him
Okay,
answer.
fine. Okay, sorry.
thank you for giving me the space. So, like I was trying to say, Bart Ehrman argues that
We don't care.
the people.
We don't care about Bart Ehrman. Again, it's the same kind of thing of like, well, what if Bill
I gotta
Clinton's
be able
on
to
the list? No,
respond. You
Nathan,
gotta
stop.
control
Because
your
bring up Bart- no,
atheism.
stop,
You
stop,
cut me
stop.
off. You're cutting me off and telling me
Hold
stop.
on.
That's
Hold on,
crazy.
Nathan, you bring up Bart Ehrman
Let him
every
answer.
single time. Hold on, I just want to say this. You bring up Bart
Right,
Ehrman.
but Bart Ehrman doesn't have anything to do with what I asked him, though.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, he keeps diverting, and I monolith. He's not. We don't care
One person.
about Bart Ehrman.
But Irma doesn't even affirm what he's.
Can I respond? You
I do, obviously.
God.
Respond
Listen,
to Ariel's
it's not
question.
that difficult. It's not that difficult. All I'm trying to, that's the only thing I'm trying to tell you. That's why everybody's getting frustrated. We don't need you to reiterate what he said. We know already. What's your point?
Someone asked me a question. He said, "How do I know they were oral traditions?" I was going to quote Bart Ehrman, and someone else asked me a question about, hey, the time period, right? It was hundreds of years later, and why wasn't it written down in the newspaper or anything like that? And I was trying to. You can't control
You can
your
stop
scientific.
So
Outlining.
what was hundreds of years later? What was hundreds of years later? What are you saying was hundreds of years
The
later?
Gospels, the first Gospel.
That's
Mark.
not true. That's not true. That's not true. That's not true. It's not
Oh,
true.
okay.
It's
But
not.
once
But-
again, Bart Ehrman
It wasn't hundreds
is
of
not
years later.
affirming.
But
It's
it
not
was years
affirming.
later.
It's
Maybe
not
I got the time
affirming.
period
Dude,
wrong.
one second.
But
It's
it's
not
years
affirming
later.
your It's not affirming your retort. Even in his famous book, Jesus, I think it was called
Misquoting Jesus?
Jesus Before the Gospels. He was saying that the Bibles were memorized full of human errors and different
agree with you.
perspectives or whatever. But 1 second, no, 1 second. He never said it
So
was.
you could cut me off, Otis.
Nathan.
But he's not right though. He's not right, because if Bart Ehrman thinks, especially if what you're saying, which I don't think that Bart Ehrman does, if Bart Ehrman thinks that the book of Mark was written hundreds of years later,
I said
then
maybe I got the
he's
years
not a
wrong.
reliable
I said
source.
years later.
Yeah, but
Maybe I got the
what
wrong.
Bart Ehrman said, he never said that the Gospels were written by the apostles. He never said the apostles even
I know.
memorized
That's what
the
I was
stuff.
trying to tell you.
Never said the
I
apostles
never
met
said.
Jesus.
I never said that. I never said that, bro.
So stop
I never
mentioning
said
them,
any.
because it's the exact same thing as what the prompt is saying. So why are you mentioning him then?
My point is this. No. My point is this. My point. No. My point. Listen. No,
No,
Nathan.
mention
Nathan.
something that actually.
No.
Bro, y'all doing the atheism thing, bro. Y'all don't want. Y'all don't.
Nathan. Listen. When I talk, I don't give a fuck who else is saying anything. What I say go, right? So listen to me. So if you are saying that Bart Ehrman is saying, which I don't believe he said, that the Gospels are oral traditions because they were written hundreds of years later, then both of y'all are wrong.
Years
Because
wrong.
that is
Maybe I
not
got the
true.
years wrong.
That is not true.
I never
That's
got.
not true.
You never listened to my point, bro. You never
You
listened.
did- that's
You
what
never
you said.
listened to me.
Mentioning
I
Bart
know, I
Ehrman
just
as
don't listen.
nothing productive.
Bro, I'm
Mentioning
talking,
Bart
I'm talking
Ehrman
to
as nothing
everyone in the
productive.
room. I'm talking
It
to
doesn't-
everyone in the room. But I'll
Bart
get in
Ehrman
a
100%
decent
agrees with
amount
the
of time to respond to everyone. I'm responding to like 6 people.
But
I know.
Nathan, we're not
I
trying to
know
ask you
for
questions.
you
We're
guys,
trying
you're
to show
able to do
you.
that. You
We're
asked me
trying
a
to
question.
show
Quit
you.
crying.
Dude,
Nathan, quit
Right,
crying.
right,
Nathan,
bro.
quit crying.
Bro, I'm not
Nathan,
crying, bro.
Nobody
I don't
gives
want
a
to be
fuck
talking
that
that.
you're crying, starting with me.
I want to be. I want to be
I
able
don't
to
care.
talk,
I don't
bro.
care. You just you atheists are doing the atheist thing. Nobody don't give a fuck about you crying.
Well,
Nathan,
who's Bart
Nathan,
Ehrman?
Because
To
you know what your problem. You know what your problem is. This you're misquoting, which means you don't know what you're talking about. You're misquoting Bart Ehrman, big time.
Hey, host, who's Bart Ehrman?
Nobody.
A fucking atheist. Listen, Bart Ehrman is he's a historian, but he's also an atheist. But the reason why believers take hold to him, because Bart Ehrman's his first position is that Jesus was a historical person, right? But he's still an atheist. He doesn't believe none of the supernatural shit. So that's their point. Like, oh well, he believes blah blah blah. But if you read what he actually says,
No, that's
he
not
says
my
that
point.
there's so listen. I'm not talking to you right now. I'm talking to the power order. But if you listen to what Bart Ehrman actually says, because his name was brought up yesterday or the day before, right? But yeah, matter of fact, by him, and he thought he taught me something, right? And I quoted to him something that Bart Ehrman actually said. Bart Ehrman said that because of the discrepancies of the story and the embarrassments of Jesus, that he must have existed. But he doesn't cite any real sources as to why he believes that Jesus is a historical person. But he does not believe that Jesus was crucified. He don't believe that he came back in 3 days. He just believes that there was some fucking some preacher walking around by that name of Yeshua, possibly, and preaching shit. That's all he believes.
Also,
But
why
if
are we
he's
looking
an-
at the ceiling? Why are we
But if
looking
he's
at
an a Oh, I'm sorry.
ahead,
Go
Power.
ahead.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Answer. Go ahead.
Oh,
Go
I
ahead,
was gonna
Power
say,
Word.
but if Bart Ehrman's an atheist, then why is he preaching Jesus Christ if
That's
he's an
what-
atheist?
And that's what,
Preaching. He is a
listen,
preacher.
listen, Power
He is a
Word.
New Testament
Power
scholar.
Word. That's what Power Word. That's what I was saying to him. And that's what I was asking him. I said, why do y'all try to cite him as a source when he's still an atheist? That's what I was saying to him.
I
Can I-
mean,
can I-
I
can I
mean,
listen?
I mean, I'm an
Listen,
atheist,
I
and I
get-
don't believe in stuff like that anymore. I used to, and now I don't. So I don't.
Listen,
you know,
Paolo,
but
the reason why I quoted him, because he asked me a question about the history of Bible. So what I said was, hey, let me give you some information from a New Testament scholar. And in the middle of me saying that, I had all the atheists yelling at me, oh my God, you always bring up Bart
Because you're
Ehrman.
his scholar.
When I just told
and
you
I'm
that-
not a fucking
Yeah.
atheist, Nathan. I
Shut
told
your,
you
shut your
this.
black ass up. Shut your black ass
She's
up.
not black. She's
Anyway.
white. She's
I'm
right.
white.
She's right.
I am
Then,
white. I am
then act like it.
translucent.
And act like it. Shut your little, scrawny little,
Nathan,
shut up.
I'm not an
Anyway,
atheist.
like I was trying to say
I'm not an
before this
atheist,
thing.
honey. And I was the one who told you to stop bringing up stupid fucking Bart Ehrman because even as a non-atheist, I don't care about the motherfucker.
He's someone to tame you.
Oh, poor little baby.
my point with you, Nathan, is that you're misquoting Bart Ehrman because he didn't say what you said.
oh, I'm sorry, my bad. I didn't know who he was. So.
Because what you said was you said that the Gospels were oral traditions. You said that Bart Ehrman said that the Gospels are oral traditions that they recorded hundreds of years later. He did not say that because that is not true. Now, if you say decades later, I'll give you that, but you can't say hundreds of years, not even 100.
Bro, I said maybe I got the time wrong, bro. You heard me say that 3 times. This
Listen,
is the third
okay,
time I
okay.
said
So
that.
Nate, say stop right there. So maybe you got the time wrong, right? So you know what that means? You don't know what the fuck you talking about.
How? Anyways, like I said, bro, the atheists are dumb. Anyways, my point was this.
How am I dumb when I just caught your ass in a lie? How am I dumb when I just caught you in a motherfucking lie?
Because
Okay, I'm so dumb I can
I
catch
said
you in lies.
maybe I got the. How are you caught me in a lie when I said that?
Because
maybe
you
I got
said
the time
hundreds
wrong.
of years later. Listen.
Yes,
Whenever you
and then
bring
you
up
said-
something,
then
you
you
say
said, hey,
maybe,
you're wrong,
might
and I
be.
said,
That's a
hey,
clear
maybe I'm
indication
wrong.
that you don't know what you're talking about.
No, it doesn't. No. Because
Yes,
I got
it
everything
does.
else, and I never
Yes, it
finished
does,
with my
especially if
Listen,
you're talking about the book
money
of Mark.
yes doesn't even make a difference. The money yes
It does
doesn't
make a
difference
fucking
to the
difference.
overall-
It does make a
I can tell
difference.
you why,
It does
because you
make a
don't know what
difference.
I was
You know
trying to
why?
say.
You know why? Listen.
I'll wait
You
till
know
you
why it
finish,
makes a
bro.
difference.
I'll wait till you finish.
You know
Run
why
your
it makes a
fuck mouth.
difference. Listen.
Run your fuck
Listen. You have no fuck. Listen, I'm going to run whatever the fuck I want to, and if I want to run your bitch ass up out of here, I can do that too. The reason why you cannot continue is because it was written too close to the time after Jesus died. So it couldn't have been oral tradition passed down, blah, 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 blah. It can't be. Especially if it's something that's written down. Either it's written down or it's an oral tradition. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Nathan.
Nope.
And Bart Ehrman could be wrong about what he's trying to
Barnum
preach.
said that it was
Also,
orally spread, and then it was written by Greek educated people, right?
This
That's what Bart Ehrman said.
he ain't listening.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. It wasn't written by. Yes, it was written by people who spoke Greek.
Yeah, what
They all
book
written
is
in
that in,
Greek.
Nathan? What book of his?
Whoop-de-doo. We know
And
that
this
because
is
it's
why
written in Greek.
I was about to say
It's
that
written
this is
in Greek.
why
It's written in
that-
Greek. Of course, it's written by somebody that speaks Greek, fool.
What were the speakers? What were the people who worked with Jesus? Aramaic
Fucking
speakers,
Hebrew,
right?
dumbass.
And he said that these people,
Nobody's.
these individuals, yeah, these people were poor. They didn't speak Greek.
They
barely
didn't,
could
Everybody was
dumbass.
damn poor. It wasn't
They
no
barely
real
could
currency
even
back
write.
then.
Right? He said they barely could
You're
even
proving
write.
our point
Nathan,
for us.
right,
Nathan.
that's what I was about to say.
Exactly.
What are you doing?
You're
Damn
fucking proving
fool,
our
mate.
point. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and
Someone
John
asked-
didn't write the damn
What do you
thing.
mean? Well, that was your point. That's
Look at
history.
the background.
You
Can
wanted
read?
to educate. What
Can you
what we were
read?
disagreeing on then?
Nathan, not a single author of the New Testament ever met Jesus. That is the fucking point.
And I heard you agree.
I
so-
said yes. I said yes.
Right.
Okay,
so what are
Nathan.
we?
Someone said, "Why do you believe in it?"
But Nathan, they're giving first-hand accounts.
Yeah.
I don't think
No,
he
that's
knows
a
what he's talking
claim,
about.
and it doesn't. Listen, that's no.
Listen.
It isn't a first-hand account.
Is there a such
It's a third
thing as
party.
listen? Exactly. It's exactly. That's my point. That's our point. Don't believe stories like that. If it's
What
a
does
first-hand
that mean?
account, it would make sense. Then I would believe it, but it's not.
What? The people who say it's a first-hand account is making a claim, but it isn't. Bro, I don't know.
That's the
Right,
point,
we
Jake.
know
Hey,
that.
Nathan, it is written in a first-hand account. It is written in the first
No, it's
person.
not. It's not. It's not.
It
It's
is
not written in
literally
first
written
person.
in the
No,
first
it's not.
person.
No one
So
says
why they got red
I.
letters?
No one
Why they
says
got red
that.
letters?
Mark, man, no one says I. It's a third. It's, bro, you guys don't
It's
know
saying
what y'all
Jesus
talking about, bro.
said. Yes, we do.
My God.
I just, you know what a first person, you know what a first hand account, and I saw Jesus. Jesus came to me. That's first hand, bro. That's
Right.
first
So you're
person.
telling me none of them books say
That
that?
didn't happen like that in any
You're
of the
telling
books.
me none of them books say that?
No,
That's insane. That's an insane
you don't know your
claim.
Bible. You know what?
I don't know
Hey,
my Bible, but you
yes, God.
just sat here.
Now, godless,
listen,
Reggie. Now
that's
get your
an
punk ass up
insane
now, bro.
claim.
Correct up. Go
Oh,
tell the
Insane.
sheep on
Listen,
it. Go tell the sheep on it.
Listen,
He's
listen,
just
listen.
Kind of a
trolling. He
gangster.
want to get cussed the fuck out. He
Listen,
does
bro,
this everywhere.
I'm
He's
just
a
sitting here
troll.
inebriating myself right now, bro. Once I'm done, I'll come
Do
back.
that. No, be on the
Nathan,
same
stop trying to be a gangster. Like, motherfucker, you're not a gangster.
This
Get your
nigga
flat
be
ass
coloring
up. Get your
online.
flat ass up. No one talk.
My
He be
flat ass is
coloring
bigger than your
online.
flat ass.
He's trolling.
The fuck
This
do you
nigga be
want?
coloring.
You just called her black like 10 minutes ago, so shut up.
Literally, like, what the? I mean, Nathan, are you blind? Do you not see my profile picture? That's me, fucker.
I'm not looking at this nigga booty.
I can tell.
Anyways, correct.
Even my white fucking
correct
ass.
Ariel, please.
Yeah,
No.
go ahead, Reggie. Correct Ariel. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Do your thing.
You hear me correcting her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Reggie, you
You
didn't
must
have to
hear it
go
in your
that hard
head.
on me. That was
You must hear it in
crazy.
your- you must hear it in your head, Nathan.
I might go cry in the shower later. That was insane. You didn't have to do all that.
Ariel, move over. I gotta cry too in the shower.
Dang.
And this is why I quote Bart Ehrman. Because
You
he's
got
one
on
of
all
my
the
favorite
women.
New
Let his
Shut
balls
up.
go.
Also, I was gonna say, like, get his
he said
dick out
people
your
made
mouth,
the
dude.
claim
He's
that it's
done.
a first-hand account, but none of the
Get his-
Gospels are written in first-hand
Get his
account.
dick
None
out
of
your
them
mouth.
say I, Mark, I,
B, are
Matthew,
you
I,
B?
John.
Are you paying attention?
No.
Yeah, I am.
Are you telling me?
waiting to get in.
Please tell me you heard what he just said.
What, about the Bart Ehrman stuff? Or about the gospel?
He's saying that none of the
I can teach y'all how to be better atheists if you allow me.
I'm not a fucking
Sure.
atheist.
Sure, buddy. He's saying that none of the gospels are first-hand accounts. He's saying that nobody
Well, I'm an atheist.
They're hold up. None of the gospels are first-hand accounts.
First person.
They're not.
He's
They're
saying
not first-hand accounts.
no. He's saying that nowhere in there does it say, even when they write the red letters, he's saying that nowhere in there does it say, and Jesus said, and I said, like, say it how you said it again, Nathan, because he was talking about Bart
First-hand
Ehrman,
account is a
because
person
the
talking
original.
about, talking about their experience with Jesus. No, it is a story. They say in the
But
book
yeah,
of Matthew.
duh.
Then Matthew went down. It's not a first-hand account.
Yeah, it's
No,
not-
we're not talking about Matthew. He was
Any of
talking
the
about
books,
Bart
any of
Ehrman.
the Gospels. Be
Oh
easy.
my
Try to
God.
teach her. She won't listen to me, bro.
Nathan,
You
shut the
do it,
fuck
bro.
up.
You better.
Nathan,
You
I'm
better.
not
You
listening
better.
to
You better.
about-
They're not
Good to
listen.
see you,
Nigga
bro.
brought
Listen.
up
They're
fucking
not
Bart
first.
Ehrman
They're
and
not
it's
first-hand
coded.
account. They're not first-hand
Oh,
accounts
oh,
because
they're
they're
not first-
anonymous.
oh,
They're not.
okay.
Listen to me, Nick. They're not first-hand accounts because they're anonymous, right? They're not first-hand accounts because of what you're saying. Because in the book it does say Jesus said X, Y, Z, and if it says that, then you're wrong, Nate. On your point.
Yeah,
Bro,
they're not
that was
doing
just
first-hand
word
accounts.
salad.
They
You didn't
have-
say shit.
They have well, first off, in the four gospels, like according to the story, Mark and Luke, they weren't disciples, they never met Jesus. So you gotta throw those out. So with the gospels, you're talking about Matthew and John, and there's numerous verses in the gospels of Matthew and John that literally lets the reader conclude that it's someone else writing these books.
You're correct at the
Yeah.
end. My point was he was talking about Bart Ehrman because he agreed with the background. Not a single author of the New Testament ever met Jesus. But then he turned around and was talking about, I don't know what we're arguing about. And then he brought up the fact that nobody in the Bible is claiming, ain't that what you said, Nathan? That nobody in the Bible is claiming to be first person accounts.
I'll be
Is
like,
that, am I
Yeah,
getting that
nowhere
correct?
the gospel stories are not. They're
I don't
not
even think
written
you
in
said
first.
gospels. I
don't
said
even
it.
know
I'm
what
not
you
The
sure
said.
if you
gospels,
said
they
it.
are
What
the
are
ones
you
with
talking about?
Jesus. Those are the gospels. They're not
I know
written
what
in
the
first-hand
Gospels
accounts.
are. I was saying I don't know if you specifically said that, but I just did. So if I misquoted you, that was on me because I don't know if you
No, I
said
said the
Gospels.
Gospels. I said the Gospels.
Yeah. I was listening on and off, while my daughter is crying and stuff. But I came up because y'all was talking about the Bart Ehrman stuff, and like Bart Ehrman is a moron and stuff. But
Yeah.
the Bart Ehrman did say he think they were passed down orally and stuff in his book Gospels before.
Thank you.
Shut up,
But
Nathan.
Bart Ehrman is an atheist because he don't believe all those biblical accounts and stuff.
He's
I just
technically
heard
an
he
agnostic
think-
Nathan,
atheist.
I
shut
could've
up.
sworn
I
I was
actually
talking-
want to hear Be Easy, not you.
Because he's saying like literally all that stuff defies the laws of physics and all those things and stuff. But like the reason he thinks that Jesus was just a guy was a person because he literally uses the Bible. He literally uses the Pauline letters to come to
Right.
that conclusion. Like he
Which
doesn't
is why
have
we were
any
telling
other
him
evidence and stuff. And the
we
Pauline
don't want to
letters,
hear that shit.
yeah, the Pauline letters, Paul didn't exist. Those Pauline letters were written in the second century, in the mid second century and beyond.
Yep.
And these are
of the letters.
his reasoning
I'll
for
say that.
believing Jesus was a real person. He literally quoted this in his book in '99. It's literally the Pauline letters in the Bible. So it's not, it's not a good reason, pretty much. And again, like Godless Reggie said earlier, Bart Ehrman, his wife is a Christian and he works for a Christian university and stuff.
Yeah, he's
so like
compromised.
those people, they have to continue to exist in a gray area so that they can continue to get booked, so that they can continue to make money. Which is why Bart Ehrman does that stuff.
Doesn't he work at Chapel Hill?
Yeah.
That's a Christian university.
UNC Chapel Hill.
I know.
Yeah. Well, he teaches theology. That's what he teaches.
He's a New Testament scholar. That's what he teaches.
Yeah,
What
I say
studies.
he teaches
The New
theology.
Testament.
That's theology.
And he says the first thing he does is he asks people questions about the Bible. Listen, I was a big fan of Bart Ehrman,
You
right?
shouldn't be.
And he is. Say it again.
You shouldn't be. He's a moron.
You listen.
I
you are
He's a
literally
better
obsessed
atheist
with him.
than you.
Every time. Listen.
I'm not an
You come up here
atheist, so I would fucking hope so,
if you-
Nathan.
You come up here and say the same shit.
Nathan.
Listen,
Nathan.
You say the same shit over and over and over. Every time you
And
come up
Rick,
here, just
let
like
me-
back with new content, he say the same shit over and over and over.
And let me say this too, Nathan. I sure fucking hope he's a better atheist, considering I'm not a fucking atheist. Dumb shit.
He
Might as
know
well
all
be
this
one.
stuff already. He's trolling. I'm telling y'all. That's why he do that. He
That's
said
how he
so.
gets off, Ariel. I think he gets like off on it. Like he's like he has his hand like on around his.
Let's move on to somebody else. Sergeant Roy, let me get your age of religion.
Ain't now one of these niggas no better. I'm telling y'all right now.
How you doing? Yeah, I'm Sergeant.
I already passed y'all up.
I'm
That's
over
the
it.
second time.
Shut
You're
the
welcome,
fuck up,
Ariel.
Nathan. Somebody else talk.
Godless Reggie.
What'd you
said
say?
I'm-
Hold on. What'd you say?
I said you
Nathan.
welcome. I taught you something.
You didn't teach me a fuck thing. What the
You
fuck you
teach me
talking
shit.
about?
Second day in a row. Second day in a row.
Are you doing a
First
sucker
of all-
fucking turncoat that's playing
First of
both sides
all-
of the fence? You ain't teaching shit.
I didn't even
the book
fucking
in
talk
your
to
hand.
you yesterday. Thank you, Busy. And second of all, you didn't say anything just now that taught me a fuck thing. That was a weird thing. Y'all just like calling my name. Y'all are fucking
Look in your
obsessed.
hand. Remember that.
Obsessed.
You make me sleepy. Sergeant Roy.
Thank you,
said how old
Busy.
you again?
Oh, yeah, I'm over 18.
I don't play them kind of games, Roy. My ass, man.
Okay, all right. Wow, you seem kind of irritated, but I'm just listening to the conversation, my friend.
Roy. You're gonna be listening in the comments. I'm gonna ask you one more motherfucking time. How old is you?
Yeah, I'm over 18.
Yeah. You took too many motherfucking times to tell me. Now you don't. I don't play them kind of games.
Oh, not back. Damn it.
Atheism is real, boy.
How you guys
An
doing?
atheist, you can't have no enemies, neither friends.
Nathan, shut up.
Nathan, do you want to become a new victim?
What do you
Let me
be
know.
talking about? He just be saying shit.
Right, just be saying stupid
I
shit.
told him like a
Saying
week ago
stupid
he
shit
was
just
a
like him.
W troll. This nigga just be saying shit. He be really pissing people off too. Like, shut
Here
up.
come this duck. Here come this coon.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, yeah.
What's up, Raccoon? What's up,
going
Ricky
on,
Raccoon? Ricky Raccoon. You been talking about African Americans today?
I see,
Been hating on us again today? Ricky Raccoon.
hey, I see you got your cult following.
Panamanian coon.
Y'all are part of the cult. I don't know why y'all say that. Y'all
You been shining shoes today? Wax on, wax off.
Hey, Nathan, you know, the thing is that they don't even know they're following the white man's religion.
You think you came up here to talk to Nathan? That's fucking wild.
No,
Listen, here you go. Listen. He about to say Darwinism. Here it comes.
But you know, but that's
atheism, 14th century, blah blah blah.
The Church of
see,
Satan.
that's the basis
atheist
of
religion.
That is a religion.
Blah, blah, blah,
It's quite
blah,
literally not.
Yeah, it is a religion.
That's all he said.
Blah 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 blah.
That's all he said is that
Atheist
Stardust.
My problem is that I
Gino
know Nathan
Cole,
be trolling, but Busy
Fungi.
be dead serious, and he's fucking stupid. He be so
Hey, we gotta do a
serious and
debate.
fucking dumb. It's insane.
All that cursing doesn't make you right.
Oh,
honey,
That's
does it offend
cursing.
you?
You're not saying nothing but cursing.
You got name.
Fucking
You got
offend
name.
you?
Espanol.
Yeah. But let's talk about your worldview.
Okay.
Let's talk about your worldview. then.
Back. Does
Esta
fucking
es
person
basura.
fucking offend you? Does
See, they
fucking
want to
person
talk about
fucking
everything
offend
else other than the worldview. It's crazy.
you brought it up.
Let me ask you
Bitch, y'all
something.
love
Why
to
don't you-
praise, man, when we start coming back at y'all want to fucking cry.
Literally.
What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
The atheists are always victims.
Shut up, Nathan. Nobody cares.
He's literally the one being a victim. This nigga's crying about me cussing. Nobody's playing a victim but him. The fuck?
Right.
Oh,
you can't call police nobody here. You can cuss whenever the fuck you want to here.
Yeah, we're grown. We're grown fucking women and men.
Let me get you some Kleenex.
No,
I mean,
fuck you
you're
ain't.
the one. Wait, hold on, Nathan. You're the one who's
Ain't
went
nobody crying.
to the fucking Kleenex.
I use my shirt or your mama draws. Yeah.
Oh my god. These Christians are wild tonight, man.
I think Hitchens was the last great atheist. All y'all just confused.
Nathan, nobody cares
Confused about
anymore.
what?
Wait, hold on, Nathan. Wait, hold on. Nathan, at what
I ain't
point in
confused.
time? Hold on, Reggie. At what point in time
I know
did
Ricky and Rocky Raccoon when I see
Hold on,
him.
hold on,
He
Reggie.
went back with new content.
Nathan, at what point did we acknowledge or even value your opinion? Because we don't.
Right.
So, like you saying, like Hitchens was the last great atheist. Like we don't care what you think about Hitchens.
You see, they don't want to listen to truth.
You could control that guy that's laying on there, that type of raccoon, but you don't control me. All right? I don't know if the fever. I don't have any jungle
Honey,
fever.
I know you want to be controlled, but I charge extra,
Oh,
extra
man.
for that. Like I ain't cheap, honey. If you want me to dom, I'll dom, but you have to pay me for it.
Not you saying you said Zachariah Hitchens was the last great atheist.
Hey, and Nathan, I don't know if you know, but these people,
Once again, you're not up here to fucking talk to Nathan. Do you want to address the background?
I'll talk to you.
Ariel, why are we sucking
Okay,
each other
cool. Go for
Nate, you
it.
and Max should get a room.
I know, right?
Yeah.
We're sucking each other
Yeah.
off.
So
A different room, not this
Ariel,
one.
listen.
Yeah, listen to this. What do you think about the background?
Reggie?
See,
You a man, bro. Especially these YT ones.
Big cowards.
What
What do you think about the
the fuck
background?
is you talking about?
There's only one white bitch
I'm out
out
of
here.
control. I'm out of control. What you talking about?
Like, still say that. Don't call
Like,
yourself.
there's only
So-
one white bitch up here.
And so let's critique your worldview like you do the Bible, then, right?
Let's address the
Okay.
background.
So-
what do you
Let's
think
critique
about the
your
background?
worldview. You make content
It's not
about
gonna
African
work.
Americans and then you sell Juneteenth
Right,
shirts.
but there's so many flaws in your
Some of
worldview.
my bitch. You some of my bitch.
Hey,
See?
you said he talks about black people and it made
Listen, he
Juneteenth.
makes content. He makes content, derogatory content about black people, black Americans, right? And then he sells Juneteenth
Mr.
t-shirts.
Truth.
what?
Well, and then he thought Baker. He actually thought I was black.
Actually, I made a content about Caitlin Clark and how she disrespected that
And
black
then guess
coach.
what?
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
gu-
black-
and guess
black-
what? And guess
So
what?
what are you talking about?
Guess what?
Black.
And guess what? He's not from here. He's from.
But what are
he's
you
from
talking
Panama.
about? But I
He's
was
from
just talking
Panama.
about
Don't even
Caitlin
go
Clark,
He's
though.
like he's
You
like
didn't go
he's
here.
like one
Not-
he's
you
like
don't
one of the
even
20
know
and
him.
1
You didn't
debaters.
go
Caitlin
here.
Clark, though.
He's
You
a
don't-
Panamanian.
So you don't even know
raccoon.
what you're talking about, host. You just
Panamaniac?
talking.
Yes, I do. Listen, you
just
keep coming to
talking.
my page every day, so I
Okay,
decided
go
to go
to
back to
Kenneth
yours.
Park.
Listen, I can tell you everything about his page. On his page, you have the
Ooh,
gun
I
range,
love it. Please
all
do.
his
Look at this
content.
snitching ass. Listen to him.
Listen.
Man, even
Listen,
got your
listen, I can-
cheeseburger.
listen.
Nathan, stop
What you
speaking.
mean?
Nathan,
What you
stop
mean?
speaking.
You right.
Stop
You
talking.
right. If I get the opportunity, I will call
You
ICE on him
too
too.
comfortable
Because we
doing that
don't
already.
need no raccoons here. We don't need them. He playing for the other side.
Right.
So he gotta go.
See, the host
You
knows
too,
I'm telling the
Nate.
truth. Hey, host, you
You
know.
too.
Hey, host,
You don't
relax.
even go
Listen,
here.
listen,
You can't say
listen,
that.
listen.
You
The
don't
truth-
even go
listen,
here. Stop
listen.
it.
Right.
They can beat both of us like.
Back.
Listen,
I'm waiting on you to address the
your
background.
blood-
That's all.
Your blood is not tied to these lands.
Well, that lets
you
me know
can't
y'all
make
can't talk
calls on
with
us.
us.
Your blood ain't tied to these lands, so you can't make calls on us.
You replace your black ass.
No, I can't be replaced. I can't be replaced.
Like that.
And that's why I said
A
that's
dime a
Ricky.
dozen.
That's Ricky and Rocky.
God damn.
That's Pinky
Easily,
in the
you a
brain.
dime a dozen, bro. You can find you on any little part of the dang South.
You know,
No, not
Jamie
even the
Foxx.
South, the
Jamie
Midwest.
Foxx thinks he's funny.
Raccoons. All I gotta do is leave food outside. Here y'all come.
Damn.
A dime a dozen too.
I have a feeling.
Y'all got
I
some
have a
long
feeling like-
claws.
Is anybody else picking up on the fact that they're just really, really jealous that Reggie's fucking hot?
Putting all the YTs up in black people business.
Thank
and
you.
you call me the coon.
Thank you.
Right, but they're gonna meet you in a minute.
What do you mean? We talking. Listen. We talking. Listen.
Bro,
We
you got
talking
jungle
about God.
fever,
Listen.
nigga. You got jungle
Listen.
fever.
We talking about God.
about?
So it has nothing to do with your race. You just don't have an argument, so you just result into that. So you ain't got shit else to talk about because I've been talking about you, talking about your mom, and everything.
Damn.
So
You call me a raccoon. Because I told the truth.
yes, I've been calling you a raccoon, and I've been talking
told
about
He
your
said,
mom.
yeah,
You have to
yeah,
respond
you
to
told
that.
your little half
So
flat ass up and start jumping in.
you resort talking about some. But first of all, you thought she was black. The only reason why you
Yeah,
know
you
she's white
did,
is because-
fucker.
That was a joke, idiot. I know.
No, it
listen
wasn't.
to
You were
goofy
fucking
ass. You think you
serious.
sound like
Come
excellence?
on, man.
You were fucking
You're a
serious.
joke. You're a
I tell
joke.
everyone shut
You're a
that black
joke.
ass up.
You're
No,
a joke.
you said shut your
Listen,
black ass up, and I ain't
yeah,
fucking black.
because
you
you
said,
thought she was
"I
black.
don't
You
know."
thought she
I
was
don't
black.
know.
Yeah, get to know me a little more. You know I call every
You
day.
stupid ass.
Listen,
You call
listen,
everybody
listen. I
black,
know.
but then you get upset.
Listen. I know a coon when I
Because
see one.
homeboy got the YTs all up in black people business.
Sir, you
Nathan,
just
Nathan,
called a
listen,
white girl.
wait,
This
hold
is
on.
not.
Shut
Listen,
up.
this
Nathan,
line
Nathan,
is not
just said-
predicated on what color you are.
And also, Nathan,
not
do me a
predicated
favor.
on it.
Do me a favor, Nathan. Count how many white people are on the panel.
My God, bro. This is embarrassing, bro.
Nathan, I know counting.
You could get, you know, they got better white ass there, bro.
Count
They got
how
better
many
white
white
ass.
people.
Take this
how
one
many
back.
white people are on this fucking panel,
1.5.
motherfucker? How
Yeah,
many?
do you know
You know
what color?
she's
Do you know
broken. You know she's broken, right?
How many
I
white
was
people?
wondering if anybody was
You
gonna
got
say
a
it.
defective
How many white
YT.
people?
Go take that shit back to
How
the
many
store,
white
bro.
people on this
Get your
panel?
money back.
How many
Now,
white
do you
people?
know what color I am?
I mean, he thought I was black, so I don't know if he knows like your orange power, like fucking hell.
I don't see what difference that makes.
He got mad.
Listen, he's gonna be nice to you.
He's upset
He
'cause
like
he
the
ain't
YTs.
know.
I'm
And
gonna
this
tell you
atheist, they just want to hear themselves talk.
There's no.
Yeah, something
Back,
There's no
I want
reason
to
for
hear
me to be
everybody
mean to her.
talk, but
Nobody
you still
debate.
ain't addressed the background.
It's so
I'll tell
weird.
you what.
defective,
I'll
man.
make
You
you a
can either
deal.
take
Hold
your
on,
ass
hold on,
back to
Nathan.
where you
Hold
came
on,
from.
Nathan. Hold on,
Oh,
Nathan.
sorry,
Where
sorry.
the,
Go ahead.
where the
Hold on,
fuck
hold
are
on,
you
hold on.
talking about? You ain't needed here either,
Hold
fucker.
on,
None of
hold
us
on,
are.
hold on.
Right.
You're correct.
Right.
Hold on. Back, I'll make you a deal. You address the background, and then we'll talk about my worldview. I want you to address what the fuck you came in here for, because y'all follow us around every fucking where,
Okay.
and then want to
Sure.
cry and complain about us. Like, why the fuck
You
you keep
are.
following us everywhere then? Address the background. Go
Okay,
ahead.
right. So
Bible
not a
fact
single.
that a single
Okay.
author of the New Testament ever met
Oh,
Jesus.
that was an accident.
Bro,
Sorry.
she just asked
I
me.
said it was an accident. Stop crying.
Yeah, because you
Go
said you
ahead.
still doing it, dummy.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
finna
so-
do it
so not
again,
a single-
stupid bitch.
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
yeah,
Quick,
yeah.
quick,
Crybaby
quick,
ass bitch.
I ain't worried about it. I know.
Brown head ass stupid
Yeah, I know
motherfucker.
where-
Go ahead, address the background.
I know where I'm going on in life.
Oh my god, Ariel, you almost made me spit my beer out my nose.
Oh, burn.
All right. Anyway, so
Go
not a
ahead.
single. Shut your mouth. I'm talking.
Go
so not a
ahead,
single
dum
author
dum.
of the. Ma'am, you told me to read it, so shut up.
Yeah, go ahead. We already read. I don't know why you reading it out loud.
told me to read
You
it,
gotta put
dummy.
your finger on the screen
told
and
me to
follow
read it,
along.
dummy.
don't you?
No, she said answer.
I told
She
you
didn't
to
say read
address
it. She
it,
said
stupid.
answer it. Answer it.
panel, dummy. All right, so not a single author of the New Testament ever met Jesus. Oh,
Jesus.
okay,
Jesus.
okay, and
True or false?
and
True or false?
okay, and what?
True or
No,
false?
no, okay. All right, this is the thing,
You
right?
shouldn't believe it. You shouldn't
Y'all
believe
ain't
it.
gonna let me speak, man.
True or false? I asked
Y'all
you like
just
5
talking,
times.
man.
Is it true or false?
I believe it's true. I haven't done my research on it that much, but yeah, I believe it's
Correct.
true. Let me go on the internet. Right now.
He ain't as dumb as he sees, Ariel. He ain't as dumb as he sees.
Correct the mundo.
Jesus. Jesus Christ.
Jesus. Jesus.
Okay, so if
So,
nobody from the New Testament ever met Jesus, why are you believing what they're writing about him?
The reason I believe in what they're writing about, right, is because I could see the evidence in real time. Okay, for example, right, make one claim about the reality that we live in that confirms that the Bible is true. For example, for example, so let me speak,
You're not
man.
making
See,
sense
they
right
hate
now.
me. They
You're not
can't
making.
talk with me.
You're
They can't
not
talk with
making
me, man.
sense. You know why?
Yeah, bro.
Because if you're going to make that claim, you have to talk about something that's about Jesus. You have to talk about
I
something
am,
in the New
but
Testament.
I am.
Because what that backdrop is about the New Testament. So you have to speak on something that is in the New
talking about
Testament.
the-
Otherwise, you don't make sense.
No, y'all not making any sense. All
No,
right,
you're
so-
not
I
making
don't know who
sense.
y'all is. See, I be trying to be nice to y'all. Y'all love trying to group everybody together. Stop doing that.
Literally.
Stop doing that.
And if somebody hated you, do you know how easy it is for me to push block on you? I'll sit here and let you say this stupid ass shit every motherfucking night. I don't have the energy to hate you. You're too fucking stupid for me to hate you. You're easy to cook.
We pity you, if anything.
Look, if you should see my block list.
All right, so what are you claiming to see the evidence of that's
Hey.
from the New Testament?
Hey, Ariel.
Yes, sir.
So I was listening. My son was listening to that. He said, "Bro, it's off. If he ain't getting a check, he need one."
Side note before we go back to these two clowns. Remember earlier I said Christ earlier I said Christ before Jesus is here on TikTok. He's now in the live. Christ
Yes,
before
sir,
Jesus.
for Jesus.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, we love Christ.
Jaron, he is in the live right there. He wrote a book. Jaron, I'm blanking on your co-author's name. Matt something. Him and Matt wrote a book.
Okay.
I'm still talking. Do you hear my lips moving? Thank you.
Yeah, but you're not talking about nothing.
I am talking about Matthew Britt. Thank you. But follow back. Shut up. Follow.
Because I asked you a question a long time ago and it took you too long to answer. Now somebody else is speaking. Please hold on.
So
Okay,
anyway,
just hold on.
Follow Christ before Jesus. He also goes on lives and he does beautiful fucking lives. And then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for I got mine for $10 on sale at one point. But I think he's you still have it. Beautiful fucking lives. And then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for I got mine for $10 on sale at one point. But I think he's you still have it. Beautiful fucking lives. And then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for I got mine for $10 on sale at one point. But I think he's you still have it for $3, Jaron. If not, then just go to Amazon because that's where I got mine.
All right. In the New Testament.
Beautiful fucking lives. And then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for I got mine for $10 on sale at one point. But I think he's you still have it for $3, Jaron. If not, then just go to Amazon because that's where I got mine.
All right. In the New Testament, the authors of the gospel were traditionally believed to have been eyewitnesses of Jesus, with Matthew and John being part of the original 12 disciples. However, Mark and Luke were not among the disciples, but
Are
companions.
you
of Peter.
reading something?
Yes, but companions of Peter and Paul, respectively, while they may have heard Jesus.
Beautiful fucking lives. And then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for I got mine for $10 on sale at one point. But I think he's you still have it for $3, Jaron. If not, then just go to Amazon because that's where I got mine.
All right. In the New Testament, the authors of the gospel were traditionally believed to have been eyewitnesses of Jesus, with Matthew and John being part of the original 12 disciples. However, Mark and Luke were not among the disciples, but
Are
companions
you
of Peter.
reading something?
Yes, but companions of Peter and Paul, respectively. While they may have heard Jesus' teachings or witnessed some of miracles, there is no concrete evidence that any of the gospel writers personally met Jesus during his early ministry.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Right. But you already agreed to that. I was asking you what you
Okay, I
were
pulled it up
referring
for a
to when
reason,
you said
right?
right. But I'm asking you what you were referring to when you said that there's evidence of things that we see in the world that confirm the Bible. I was
Right.
asking you what you were talking
Well,
about.
yeah, but the host doesn't want me to go there though. He was like, "Well, stick to the New
No,
Testament."
you can't listen.
So
Back. That's not what I said. What I said is this, right? If that's your claim, listen. Shut the fuck up and
you
listen.
shut the fuck up and
Beautiful fucking lives. And then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got mine for like $10 on sale at one point. But I think he's you still have it like for $3, Jaron. If not, then just go to Amazon because that's where I got mine.
All right. In the New Testament, the authors of the gospel were traditionally believed to have been eyewitnesses of Jesus, with Matthew and John being part of the original 12 disciples. However, Mark and Luke were not among the disciples, but
Are
companions
you
of Peter.
reading something?
Yes, but companions of Peter and Paul, respectively. While they may have heard Jesus' teachings or witnessed some of miracles, there is no concrete evidence that any of the gospel writers personally met Jesus during his early ministry.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Right. But you already agreed to that. I was asking you what
Okay,
you were
I pulled it up
referring
for a
to when
reason,
you said
right?
right. But I'm asking you what you were referring to when you said that there's evidence of things that we see in the world that confirm the Bible. I was asking you what you were talking about.
Yeah, but the host doesn't want me to go there though. He was like, "Well, stick to the New
No,
Testament."
you can't listen.
So
Back. That's not what I said. What I said is this, right? If that's your claim, listen. Shut the fuck up and
you
listen.
shut the fuck up and talk, man.
Listen.
Shut the fuck up
Talk
and
to me
talk.
like
is
that again, and
a
I'm gonna drop
wild
you.
statement.
Bro, you could talk to me like that.
What
I
I'm
can't see
saying,
you.
listen. No, you can't. You can't do shit without my permission, except for kiss my motherfucking ass. You cool? But anyway, like the fuck I was saying to your bitch ass, right? What I'm saying to you is, if you're gonna quote the Bible, right, you have to quote the New Testament, because what we're doing is we're talking about the New Testament here. So you can't say, "Oh, well, I believe it," even though that they never met him, because if you see something in the Bible and it comes into life, blah blah blah. If you're not talking about the New Testament, then you're not making no motherfucking sense. So, what do you see in the New Testament?
All right, so you must have missed the part when I said Mark and Luke were not among the disciples, but companions of Peter and Paul.
Back. We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about the conversation that you had with Ariel, right?
Yeah.
So,
Right, and you said that there was evidence of things seen in the world
Like this.
that would prove the Bible. So we're asking you what evidence of something written in the New Testament.
Beautiful fucking lives. And then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got mine for like $10 on sale at one point. But I think he's you still have it like for $3, Jaron. If not, then just go to Amazon because that's where I got mine.
All right. In the New Testament, the authors of the gospel were traditionally believed to have been eyewitnesses of Jesus, with Matthew and John being part of the original 12 disciples. However, Mark and Luke were not among the disciples, but
Are
companions
you
of Peter.
reading something?
Yes, but companions of Peter and Paul, respectively. While they may have heard Jesus' teachings or witnessed some of miracles, there is no concrete evidence that any of the gospel writers personally met Jesus during his early ministry.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Right. But you already agreed to that. I was asking you what
Okay,
you were
I pulled it up
referring
for a
to when
reason,
you said
right?
right. But I'm asking you what you were referring to when you said that there's evidence of things that we see in the world that confirm the Bible. I was asking you what you were talking about.
Yeah, but the host doesn't want me to go there though. He was like, "Well, stick to the New
No,
Testament."
you can't listen.
So
Back. That's not what I said. What I said is this, right? If that's your claim, listen. Shut the fuck up and
you
listen.
shut the fuck up and talk, man.
Listen.
Shut the fuck up
Talk
and
to me
talk.
like
is
that again, and
a
I'm gonna drop
wild
you.
statement.
Bro, you could talk to me like that. I
What I'm
can't see
saying,
you.
listen. No, you can't. You can't do shit without my permission, except for kiss my motherfucking ass. You
Right,
cool?
you
But
can.
anyway, like the fuck I was saying to your bitch ass, right? What I'm saying to you is, if you're gonna quote the Bible, right, you have to quote the New Testament, because what we're doing is we're talking about the New Testament here. So you can't say, oh, well, I believe it, even though that they never met him, because if you see something in the Bible and it comes into life, blah, blah, blah. If you're not talking about the New Testament, then you're not making no motherfucking sense. So what do you see in the New Testament?
All right, so you must have missed the part when I said Mark and Luke were not among the disciples, but companions of Peter and Paul.
Back. We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about the conversation that you had with Ariel, right?
Yeah.
So
Right, and you said that there was evidence of things seen in the world
Like this.
that would prove the Bible. So we're asking you, what evidence of something written in the New Testament are you seeing in the world that is giving you that belief?
Right. Okay. So the evidence that I see, right, is that all living things, right, reproduce after their kind, like the Bible said.
But that doesn't
So it
say that in
says
the
that
New
in it. It
Testament.
says
Yes,
that in
it
the
says
Testament.
it said that God created all things that they will all reproduce after their kind in Genesis. Yes, yes, it does. Now,
That's
hold on.
not
No, we're
New
talking.
Testament.
No.
Okay, can I bring it up?
That's
Can
the
I
Old
bring it up?
Testament.
Can I bring it
That's
up?
not the New
Listen,
Testament.
you're
He
not
just
making
told
sense.
you
You're not
New
making
Testament.
sense, because we're talking about the New Testament, right? Because this conversation is saying not a single author of the New Testament ever met Jesus. So you're saying the reason why you believe the stories that they wrote about Jesus is because of things in the Bible. So you
Right.
have to be talking about. Listen back. So you have to be talking about things that they said, because otherwise you're having a conversation that nobody else is having. That's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about the Old Testament, you dumb motherfucker.
No,
We're talking about the New Testament.
man, you so stupid, dude. Listen, man, you just said, right, that things in the Bible.
Listen. We're talking about, look,
Man,
you see how it
not
says
everybody
the
should have
New
the power of the
Testament,
mute
right?
button, man.
Listen.
I'm telling you, people think they know
Nobody's
everything.
fucking muting you. We can still hear
You know
your
what I'm saying? You
dumbass.
could just,
Look what it says.
I see what it
says
said.
New Testament. So what we're talking about is the New Testament
all right.
only.
This guy's slow, boy.
Even
I told you,
a Panamanian raccoon can
whether
understand that.
whether the Old Testament or the New, there are
How is he
Listen,
slow when you?
Listen,
bro, let me speak, man. You try to control how
Listen.
I talk.
If you listen, I am going to control how you talk.
Bro.
If you're not talking about the New Testament, I don't give a fuck about you crying. We're talking about the New Testament. If you don't talk about the New Testament, by all media, if you listen, by Almighty, if you are a mod here and he deviates from the New Testament, muting. If you on a panel, he deviates from the New Testament, over talk his ass.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
it's
anybody.
very specific, and I'm trying to engage with you, like I'm trying to have the conversation, but we're talking about the New Testament, so I need you to give me something from the New Testament because we're talking about Jesus.
Okay, just
Jesus
because.
is New
All right,
Testament.
yeah. Okay, so because not a single author of the New Testament ever met Jesus, what does that mean? That didn't happen?
But we're not talking about that anymore. You said that there was evidence in the world today, and Reggie specifically said, since
Beautiful fucking lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for I got mine for like $10 on sale at one point, but I think he's you still have it for $3, Jaron. If not, then just go to Amazon because that's where I got mine.
All right. In the New Testament, the authors of the gospel were traditionally believed to have been eyewitnesses of Jesus, with Matthew and John being part of the original 12 disciples. However, Mark and Luke were not among the disciples, but
are
companions
you
of Peter.
reading something?
Yes, but companions of Peter and Paul, respectively. While they may have heard Jesus' teachings or witnessed some of miracles, there is no concrete evidence that any of the gospel were writer personally met Jesus during his early ministry.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Right. But you already agreed to that. I was asking you what
Okay,
you were
I pulled it up
referring
for a
to when
reason,
you said
right?
right. But
Pulled it up.
I'm asking you what you were referring to when you said that there's evidence of things that we see in the world that confirm the Bible. I was asking you what you were talking
Well,
about.
yeah, but the host doesn't want me to go there though. He was like, "Well, stick to the New
No,
Testament."
you can't listen.
So-
Back. That's not what I said. What I said is this, right? If that's your claim, listen. Shut the fuck up and
You
listen.
shut the fuck up and
If
talk, man.
that's- Listen.
Shut the fuck up
Talk
and
to me
talk.
like
is
that again, and
a
I'm gonna drop
wild
you.
statement.
Bro, you could talk to me like that. I
What I'm
can't see
saying,
you.
listen. No, you can't. You can't do shit without my permission, except for kiss my motherfucking ass. You
All
cool?
right,
But anyway, like the fuck I was saying to your bitch ass, right? What I'm saying to you is, if you're gonna quote the Bible, right, you have to quote the New Testament, because what we're doing is we're talking about the New Testament here. So you can't say, oh, well, I believe it, even though that they never met him, because if you see something in the Bible and it comes into life, blah, blah, blah. If you're not talking about the New Testament, then you're not making no motherfucking sense. So what do you see in the New Testament?
All right, so you must have missed the part when I said Mark and Luke were not among the disciples, but companions of Peter and Paul.
Back. We're not talking about that right now. We're talking about the conversation that you had with Ariel, right?
Yeah.
So
Right, and you said that there was evidence of things seen in the world
Like this.
that would prove the Bible. So we're asking you, what evidence of something written in the New Testament are you seeing in the world that is giving you that belief?
Right. Okay. So the evidence that I see, right, is that all living things, right, reproduce after their kind, like the Bible said.
But that doesn't
So it
say that in
says
the
that
New
in it
Testament.
says
Yes, it said that God created all things that they will all reproduce after their kind in Genesis. Yes, it does. Now
That's
hold on.
not
No, we're talking
Testament.
Okay, can I bring it up?
That's
Can
the
I
Old
bring it up?
Testament.
Can I bring it
That's
up?
not the New
Listen,
Testament.
you're
He
not
just
making
told
sense.
you
You're not
New
making
Testament.
sense because we're talking about the New Testament, right? Because this conversation is saying not a single author of the New Testament ever met Jesus. So you're saying the reason why you believe the stories that they wrote about Jesus is because of things in the Bible. So
Right.
you have to be talking about, so you have to be talking about things that they said. Because otherwise you're having a conversation that nobody else is having. That's not what we're talking about. We're not talking about the Old Testament, you dumb motherfucker.
No,
We're talking about the New Testament.
Man, you so stupid, dude. Listen, man, you just said, right, that things in the Bible.
Listen. We're talking about, look, you see how
Not
it says
everybody
in
should
New
have the power of the
Testament,
mute
right?
button, man.
Listen.
People think they know
Nobody's fucking muting you. We can still hear
No,
your
I'm saying
dumbass.
you could just.
Look what it says.
I see what it
says
said.
New Testament. So what we're talking about is the New Testament
All right,
only.
this guy's slow, boy.
Even
I told you
a Panamanian raccoon can
whether
understand that.
whether the Old Testament or the New. there are
How is he
Listen.
when you?
Listen,
Bro, let me speak, man. You try to control how
Listen.
I talk.
If you listen, I am going to control how you talk.
Bro.
If you're not talking about the New Testament, I don't give a fuck about you crying. We're talking about the New Testament. If you don't talk about the New Testament, by Almighty, by Almighty, if you are a mod here and he deviates from the New Testament, mute him. If you on a panel, he deviates from the New Testament, over talk his ass.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
it's
anybody.
very specific, and I'm trying to engage with you, like I'm trying to have the conversation, but we're talking about the New Testament, so I need you to give me something from the New Testament because we're talking about Jesus.
Okay, just
Jesus
because.
is New
All right,
Testament.
yeah. Okay, so because not a single author of the New Testament ever met Jesus, what does that mean? That didn't happen?
But we're not talking about that anymore. You said that there was evidence in the world today. And Reggie specifically said, since we're talking about the New Testament and we're talking about Jesus, we need something from the New Testament that you are saying you see in the world today.
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah. We talk about Jesus that you see today, like the who wrote the New Testament and all that.
Just think, New Testament. That's all you got to do. New Testament.
Oh, wait.
You can't never make the claim that people won't let you talk. You can't ever make that claim again because we sitting here and you just, I don't know, just blanked out or something.
No, because it's a new question that I've never been asked, so I'm researching right now. So I'm literally,
How you gotta research
hey
it?
host, I'm literally writing my notes. So when I'm done,
Man, talk to Nathan, y'all. He a clown.
like I already knew what the question was going to be when I got on the panel. This is a new question, so I'm doing my research.
You is a clown. You a clown, bro.
Yeah,
Okay, go.
I already knew the question yesterday.
It's okay. Go do your
You
research.
cook. You done got listen. You done got cooked quick.
Go
research in a
go
couple
research,
minutes.
Go research and come back when you're done.
Right.
That's the problem, B. He's finna go research for 3.5 minutes and come back and think he's gonna absolutely cook us with whatever he just found.
His mental Wi-Fi froze up on him. You see that?
How you gonna say you asking me a question I never thought about? What the fuck? Okay.
Okay. All right. So okay. All right. Cool. All right. So cool. So you said.
Cool.
So you said New Testament that we can actually relate that to today, right?
I'm surprised you didn't just go straight to Revelations. That would have been
so
the smart
Proverbs.
thing
I
to do,
didn't. I
even
don't
though
have.
it's not-
Listen. So
I know
Proverbs.
damn well you didn't just shush me like a fucking child.
Back.
You guys are
You
childish.
said Proverbs.
You guys
said
do this
Proverbs?
all the time. Yeah, on Proverbs
You
3:5. Yeah, Proverbs
my
3:5,
God.
6. You said
Old Testament. That's Old Testament.
my
my
God.
family.
Do y'all not know what New and
back.
Old Testament is? Have
Right.
y'all not
You
learned
don't know the
that yet?
difference, bro?
But ain't you on a
That's why-
computer right now?
Like I'm trying not to keep saying that you're stupid, bro. That's why I just was like Proverbs, like
You don't know what Old
I'm
and New
trying.
Testament is. Have you not learned that yet?
Well, no lie. Somebody a minute ago in B's live was trying to tell us that testament was the same thing as covenant. So I wouldn't be surprised if he don't know what the fuck it is. But
If you need some help, the New
if you're
Testament
looking it up,
starts
yeah,
at Matthew.
right.
Anything
Are you
with
not on
Matthew
a
on back?
computer?
There you go. Matthew on back. There you go.
Like the Bible literally separates it for you. It shouldn't even be this hard. They separate it for you.
damn back.
It literally
That's a
separates.
shame. Like I really, you know what I realized? In all this time that we've been arguing with you, right? If we would have just went to the Bible on you, man, listen,
just
you're not
stopped.
even really worthy of arguing with for real. You really don't know nothing about the Bible. At
No,
all.
you no, but you asking a question, right, that relates to today. So that's
Nigga,
what I'm
you
looking
dumb
for.
as fuck.
But you look
Right.
at the Old Testament.
Okay, so
how to put your point
all
in.
right, so I'm looking at that right now. So 2 Corinthians, right? 5:17 and Galatians 6:15. The concept of new creation appears. What?
Fucking there you go. That's New Testament Galatians. Go ahead.
Fucking Paul.
All right, man. Y'all relax. I gotta relax, man. It's not even that. Oh, it is that deep.
Go ahead.
All right,
Stop.
so-
Go ahead.
Not that deep. The Bible ain't that deep, guys. You heard it from back himself.
Why are you bringing up Paul's letters? Paul literally
That's
tells you in
exactly
the New
what he's
Testament
doing.
It
that-
doesn't matter. It's still.
Yeah,
Paul
but that
literally
he's supposed to
tells
be
you in the
showing
New
us
Testament
something
he
that
never met
relates to
Jesus.
today.
So-
Go ahead, relate.
Right? Yeah, Paul never met Jesus, bro. He never met Jesus either.
I don't think he knew Galatians was a Pauline letter attributed to
Of
Paul.
course
Which is
not.
hilarious.
See,
It's
man.
like it's
Listen.
common knowledge.
Back. Okay,
a
tell
lot
me
of
what you
people
found. Go
didn't
ahead.
meet Malcolm X, Martin Luther
Okay,
King,
tell
but
me
things
what you
were written
found.
about
I
him,
don't
right?
care about that. Tell me what you
So
found.
stop with the nonsense, man.
Tell me
Y'all
what
just
you
talking.
found.
Stop trying to change the subject and find us something from that New Testament, sir. Stop changing the fucking subject and focus on your assignment.
Yes, he's giving us Galatians. Let him give us Galatians. Go ahead, bro.
I just told him to tell me like 10 times. Go ahead. Tell me what you found.
Oh yeah, Jaron says I got some bad news about Paul too. Yeah, Paul didn't even exist.
Hey, but see, this,
Beautiful fucking lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon. Beautiful fucking lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like beautiful fucking lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like I got mine for like $10 on sale. Beautiful fucking lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like beautiful fucking lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like I got mine for like beautiful fucking lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like I got mine for like $10 on beautiful fucking lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon. Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got my Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got mine for like $10 on sale at one point, but Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got mine for like $10 on sale at one point. Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got my does Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon. Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got mine for like $10 on sale at one. Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got mine for like $10 on Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, does Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got mine for like $10 on Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon. Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got mine for like 10. Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon. Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got mine for like $10 on Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got mine for like Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got mine for like $10 on sale. Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got mine for like $10 on Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon. Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got mine for like 10. Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got mine for like $10 on sale at one. Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon. Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got mine for like $10. Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got mine for like $10 on sale at one. Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got mine for like $10 on Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon. Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got mine for like $10 on sale at one point. Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got mine for like Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got mine for like $10 on sale at one point, but Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got mine for like 10. Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon. Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got mine for like $10 on sale at one point. Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon. Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got mine for like $10 on sale at one point. Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got mine for like $10 on sale. Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like Beautiful Fucking Lives, and then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like Beautiful fucking lives. And then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got my Beautiful fucking lives. And then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got mine for like $10 on sale at one point. But Beautiful fucking lives. And then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got mine for like $10. Beautiful fucking lives. And then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, Beautiful fucking lives. And then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, Beautiful fucking lives. And then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, Beautiful fucking lives. And then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon. Beautiful fucking lives. And then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got mine for like $10 on sale at one point. Beautiful fucking lives. And then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, Beautiful fucking lives. And then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, I got mine for like Beautiful fucking lives. And then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon for like, Beautiful fucking lives. And then also get his book. I believe you can get it on Amazon. Because Hebrew is a very interesting language. They have words for basically everything. The word they used to mean unalivement was a physical unalivement, as in
They did physically begin to age and eventually die.
No. Bryce,
Absolutely.
stop interrupting me. Stop interrupting me. Stop interrupting me. Stop interrupting me. So the word they used was meant to be a physical unalivement. The reason they were kicked out of the garden was not because they disobeyed God, but because he didn't want them, now with the knowledge, to eat from the tree of life, which is what would give them immortality. They were mortal in the garden always.
Right.
So that was not, they weren't immortal. That was my next question.
They were always mortal.
Do you think they were going to live forever before this
Yes.
happened? No,
they
because
didn't.
why would there be a tree of life that they would have to eat from to keep them alive? They were never meant to live forever. They were already in the process of unaliving.
Yeah, I think you
But
have one. I
also-
think
They were always mortal, Bryce. They were always mortal.
And also, like she said, there are specific words, and the word that is used in this story means an immediate unalivement. If you eat it,
And a physical
you're gonna
unalivement.
die.
Well,
Right.
brain stop, heart
It's
stop.
physical, and you're gonna die as soon as you eat it. That didn't happen. And also, that word is used in another place in the Bible, and it means the same thing in the same context.
And don't forget, Bryce, he admits it later on that he lied to them.
where does what? Because I think they had conditional immorality.
No. That's, you're adding to the text. You're not supposed to do that. The Bible says.
Conditional immorality.
Well, hold on. You're adding to the text. You're not supposed to do that. The Bible says you're not supposed to add to the text. I am simply reading the fucking book. Later on, he's talking to his council, which, by the way, is his other gods.
What
And he
verse?
says, now look, mankind has become like us, knowing good and evil. We must now cast them out from the garden, lest they eat from the tree of life and become like us, gods.
I guess where I'm stuck is I think that you're misinterpreting it wrong.
I'm not. I'm reading the fucking
How?
words.
And she's reading it word for word. That's word for word what it says. And you can listen. On top of the fact, Bryce, how are you going to say that she's misinterpreting? Right before that, you asked what verse. You don't even know what the fuck she's talking about, number one.
Nope.
She won't tell me.
Well, because you don't know it either.
But Bryce, that still doesn't make your second part even remotely true. You said, "Oh, well, I think you're misinterpreting." You don't fucking know.
Well, from what she read, I do think he's misinterpreting.
Well,
Bryce, from what I think is from what you just said, without me knowing that you don't even know what she's talking about, I know that you're a
Again,
motherfucking liar.
that's a knee-jerk reaction, Bryce.
I know that.
You don't actually know the story, so you're just knee-jerk reacting to you're misinterpreting it. When all I'm doing is reading it.
Right. And from what she just said, y'all love context and interpretation. The story is literally telling you, okay, these bitches already ate from the tree of knowledge of good and evil.
In fact,
they're becoming like us. Now I gotta kick them out of the garden before they eat from the tree of life and become like us.
Let's just go ahead and read it. The first sin and its punishment. Now the serpent was more crafty than any other wild animal that the Lord God had made. Why did he let it in the garden in the first place is another thing. He said to the woman, did God say you shall not eat from any tree in the garden? The woman said to the serpent, "We may eat the fruit of the trees of the garden, but God said, you shall not eat the fruit of the tree that is in the middle of the garden, nor shall you touch it, or you shall unalive." But the serpent said to the woman, "You will not unalive, for God knows that when you eat of it, your eyes will be open, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." So when the woman saw that the tree was good for food, and that it was a delight to the eyes, that the tree was desired to make one wise, because she wants to be close to God, she took the fruit and ate, and also gave some to her husband, who was with her, and he ate. So Adam didn't do shit in this story, just stood like a fucking dunce. Then the eyes of both were open, and they knew they were naked, and sewed fig leaves together to make loincloths for themselves. They heard the sound of Lord God walking in the garden at the time of the evening breeze, and man and woman hid themselves in the presence of the Lord of God in the garden. How can they do that if he's omnipresent? But the Lord God called to the man and said to him, "Where are you?" Why doesn't he know if he's omnipresent? He said, "I heard the sound of you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, and I hid myself." He said, "Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree of which I commanded you not to eat?" The man said, "The woman who you gave with me, she gave me from the fruit of the tree, and I ate it," which he's blaming Eve, even though he was there and didn't fucking stop her.
On top of the fact that God only told him and not her.
Yeah, so like he didn't fucking stop her. He just stood there like a fucking dunce and went, "Okay."
Right.
Then the Lord God said to the woman, "What is this that you have done?" The woman said, "The serpent tricked me and I ate." He didn't, but he's like, she's probably fucking terrified to be in the presence of fucking God. But either
Wait,
way,
the serpent didn't trick?
What?
I'm sorry. I thought the
He said the
serpent
serpent
did
tricked
lie
her.
and trick
He
him.
said the serpent tricked her, but he actually didn't. She's making an excuse here.
You will not certainly die.
They said you
The
will
serpent
not.
said to the woman, Genesis 3:4, right?
Bryce, I need you to pay attention because I'm getting to the point where God admits to fucking lying.
Okay, go ahead.
The Lord God said to the serpent, "Because you have done this, cursed are you among the animals, among all the wild creatures. Upon your belly you shall go, dust you shall eat." Serpents don't eat dust, by the way. "All the days of your life. I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and hers, and I will strike your head. He will strike your head, and you will strike his heel." To the woman he said, "I will make pangs in your childbirth exceedingly great. In pains you shall bring forth children. Yet your desire shall be for your husband, and he shall rule over you." Misogynist. And to the man he said, "Because you have listened to the voice of your wife and have eaten from the tree about which I commanded you, you shall not eat it. Cursed is the ground because of you. In toil you shall eat of it, or you shall eat of it all the days of your life." Blah 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 blah. So, and then it goes to verse 22, where it said, "Then the Lord God said, see, the humans have become like one of us, knowing good and evil, and now they might reach out their hands and take also from the tree of life and eat and live forever. Therefore, the Lord God sent them out from the Garden of Eden to till the ground from which they were taken. He drove out the humans, and at the east of the garden killed the cherubim and the sword flaming, and turned the guard away from the tree of life. He was afraid that his creation would become equal in power to him. That's why he kicked them out, not because they disobeyed.
Exactly. On top of the fact that it's common sense to tell you that's what that means, because if you look at it like this, right? All right, well, they already disobeyed once, right? So what would make you think that they wouldn't do it again? So clearly that would be the best decision, right? To kick them out. So that's why he's doing it. He's making a business, he's making a business decision, because now he knows that they ain't gonna listen to him. They already proved it to him. So he can't let them do this. And it says it verbatim, Bryce. So you can't deny that.
And again, he told Adam, lying, that you will die when you eat it. They didn't. They gained knowledge, which God was gatekeeping from them for some fucking reason.
See, I think the problem that I held, I don't think that God said you will die this second at this exact time.
He did, but Bryce, do you speak Hebrew?
Okay,
No,
but Bryce,
I
let's say that part is true. Let's say that part's true. Let's say that's not what it means, right?
Right.
Right. But she just clearly read to you, right, where he said that he must kick them out of the Garden of Eden before they reach out their hand and eat from the tree of life and live forever.
So
right?
they were already mortal.
Right. You can't deny that part, regardless of what you think. Right. You can deny the first part and whatever, but he clearly said that if they eat that part, they'll live forever. Right. And they already disobeyed him once. Right. So he had no choice but kick him out. So
and not to mention, this is more of a sidebar, but did you hear when I said, see, the humans have become like one of us?
Yeah, that refers to moral knowledge, not divine power.
No. No, that refers to the other gods on God's council. Because he has multiple.
Right. But is that them? But both of y'all are right in that situation, right? He's letting them know that he has knowledge like us, right? They know good from evil, right?
Moral knowledge.
But he's also but he is comparing them to the other gods, right? So they have the knowledge like the gods, right? But he's preventing them from eating from the other tree so they won't have the power of living forever. He's clearly
like
saying it. Right. He's clearly saying it.
Like, Bryce, I don't think you've actually read this story. I think you just had it read to you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna, what's it called? Disagree with that.
Yeah, I mean, and sometimes even when they do, it's not because I had read it before, and you just don't really think about it. Like, once you turn your brain back on, and I'm not being funny, Bryce, but like once you turn your brain back on, listening to the story is so fucking dumb. Like
Yeah.
now that I'm on the other side of it, but when you believe it, I didn't really question it. Like I had read it before, and that's just what happened. This is how the earth became. But it's so fucking dumb.
I mean, I see what you're saying, but I think also you can't take the Bible that literally. Like,
Why
and-
not?
and-
The Bible says it.
Bro, like, come on, man.
But I'm
Hold
saying
on, hold
every
on,
single
Bryce,
sentence in the
Bryce,
Bible you
Bryce.
can't interpret as a
Right,
literal.
the Bible is literal. Do you think that like there was a metaphorical flood?
You can
Right, but y'all
absolutely
say y'all,
misinterpret the
right.
Bible.
Y'all say that a lot, and then when we ask you, how do you know what parts are literal and what parts are metaphorical?
You don't
Then
know.
y'all start talking about Holy Spirit and shit because you don't know.
Right.
It's
You don't
excuse
know.
after excuse after excuse. What other book do you do that shit with? What other book do you open up and be like, well, this part is literal, but this part might be a metaphor. And I need the Holy Spirit for this part. Like
I
it
think
doesn't make
real-
any sense.
it's a fundamental misunderstanding of what counts as a metaphor.
Like watch this. Do you believe that John 3:16 is a metaphor?
Do you know
No.
John 3:16?
No, I don't think it's a metaphor. For God to love.
Right. That's exactly. You see how you don't think that's a metaphor? Because you like it. It's great. Right? That seems like something that touches your soul. You like it. But when we point out something that you don't like, that goes completely against your religion, even though it's in your book, you know what? It's a metaphor. You can't take it literally.
It's either a
Who are
misinterpretation.
you? Bryce, hold on, y'all. Bryce, who are you to make that fucking call, Bryce? You didn't write it, bruh. You can't make that call.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying, but in the same census, how can you guys make that call?
Hey,
You know
Bryce,
how I feel? Like,
I don't want to make the call, Bryce. I don't want to be the one to make the call. But what I'm saying is you're doing it out of fucking convenience, bruh.
And again,
That's
Bryce,
what I'm saying.
And Bryce, here's the thing: like, it comes from a fundamental misunderstanding of what a metaphor is, right? Like, I'm a little bit of an English snob, so a metaphor is something to the effect of like this classroom is a complete zoo. Like, does that actually mean that there's like animals and like monkeys going
Right,
around?
no.
But like, okay, so then things like, or like, Juliet is the sun, which is in Shakespeare. Does that actually mean Juliet is the literal fucking sun? No, it means it's a metaphor. The writing here gives no indication that it's a metaphor. It is told as though it is fact.
Can I hit you with another point there, Bryce, for you to think about?
Yeah.
All right. You sound like a smart kid. I've only been here for a little bit, right? So you sound like a smart person. You know how genetics works, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you do know that by third generation of family inbreeding, technically that generation would need to be able to stand. Now, with that knowledge, can you tell me how Adam and Eve, who had 2 sons, were able to populate the earth and us all not be looking like the oblongs from elsewhere?
Inbred, yeah. That is something. I'm just gonna be completely honest. I'm a follower in God. I asked my professor that, and I got no clear answer. And what I was told when I asked, because I was wondering the exact same thing when I read Genesis, and he says that it was through the power of God.
Now,
What I was told.
Hold on, guys. I got a follow-up question for Bryce. Now, if you just said that made you question things, right? If the beginning of your story is making you question if it's real because you apparently Adam and Eve were ever able to achieve that through the quote-unquote power of God, how can you sit here and be like, oh, the rest of the book must be true?
Yeah. But Snorlax, ask me
Let
that.
him answer. Let him answer. Let him answer.
Yeah, go ahead, Bryce, and then ask me that same
He has a great point. Like, I think in the very beginning, the only way to really answer that is that in the very beginning, the human genetics, I don't think they were corrupted, really.
Bryce, inbreeding will corrupt the genetics. Like,
But in
whatever.
the beginning, I
Like,
don't think it
that's
did.
not biologically how people breed.
Right. But I don't think in the beginning. I think in the beginning, the genetics.
No, Bryce, now you're just appealing to God magic, and that's
Special
disingenuous.
pleading.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
you're just appealing to
Special
God
pleading.
magic.
I think in the beginning they were perfect.
No,
and
no,
they didn't
Bryce,
have
Bryce,
genetic
Bryce,
effects.
you're appealing to God magic, which is disingenuous. But Snorlax, do me a favor, ask me the same question because I actually know the answer.
So, same question to you, Linksy.
Because they weren't the only two people.
Yeah, I didn't know if he was gonna pick that out or not, but obviously he
So
did.
Bryce, the problem with the Bible is it poses one story, and if you actually read the whole thing from beginning to end, you would know that the God of the Bible was only the God to these two fucking people at the start. Other gods were apportioned other parts of the land where they were beginning their fucking societies. The Christian God was just late to the fucking party. He only created two people. Other people had created fucking societies. Because if you know, when Cain unalived Abel, he goes to the land of Nod and finds other fucking people. So the God of the Christians was, or the Christian God anyway, was only supposed to be the God of a tiny, tiny group of people known as the Israelites, which is why it's so fucking confusing as to why people who are not Israelites, were never Israelites, have no fucking connection to Israel, think he's their God.
Well, when Cain took that wife, I think it was most likely his sister or niece. I mean,
No, it
realistically.
Bryce,
You're missing
wait, hold
it.
up. Bryce,
Maybe I'm
hold
missing
on.
the
Wait,
point, I'm sorry.
Bryce, stop, because now you're adding to the text again. Eve had no daughters, number one. And how could you be a cousin when Eve and Adam had no sisters or brothers?
I mean, you got a point.
Yeah. There were other people, because other gods made other people. This is in the Bible canonically.
hmm
Yep.
Well, I think that you guys have great points, and I need to think about everything that was said. And hopefully I'll have answers in another time. But I'll
So,
get back.
Bryce,
The whole thing.
let me give you a piece of advice, if you don't mind.
Mhm.
Don't try to deconstruct so hard. Like, don't try to go, because it's gonna make it hard for you if you keep doing this whole
Apologetic.
right, for this God. So don't look at it like you're completely not believing in a God anymore. Just look at it like
a book.
Okay, there may be a God, but this one in this book doesn't make any fucking sense, because my sister went through that. Like, it's, don't try to go completely atheist. Like, we're not trying to make you just completely think there's no God at all. But I think the first step is to realize that if there is, it ain't this one, because this story don't make no fucking sense.
Also, I recommend, right, there's three different types of Bible I recommend you use. You can use any one of these three. Do not use King James for the fuck. Do not use King James. But the SBL Study Bible, that is SBL Study Bible, is good because it gives like context and historical references in the margins and whatnot. There's also the Oxford Study Bible or the NRSVUE. Those are the most quote unquote accurate and descriptive Bibles. So start from Genesis and work your way forward.
Actually, if we're gonna start, oh, go ahead, Reggie.
So
sorry.
listen. You should look at things outside of the Bible. Okay, so the Christian God name is Yahweh, right?
Mhm.
Do you know who Yahweh is?
No.
Like, do you really know who he is? Okay.
No.
So your religion basically came from the Canaanites,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The whole religion came from the Canaanites, right? So they had a pantheon that was called the Canaanite pantheon, right? And Yahweh is a character in that pantheon.
He had
He's
a dad.
lesser god or a demigod, right?
He had a dad.
His siblings, you can cross-reference this with your Bible as well. He has siblings. Their names are Baal, B-A-A-L, right? And Anat, A-N-A-T, right? And depending on which version of this pantheon you believe, right? Asherah, who is in the Bible as well, is his mother, or his wife.
And
His
El
father,
Elyon was his daddy.
yes, El Elyon is his father, right? So
Mhm.
I can give you other pantheons, Greek mythology, X-Men, things like that. Those are all pantheons. Whenever you have a set of gods, they're pantheons, right? So what I'm telling you, matter of factly and historically, and you can look this up, that Yahweh is a member of a pantheon. So your whole religion, and that's even going back as far as Judaism, before Christianity, your whole entire religion is based and named after a known myth. And that myth is older than your religion, literally. So
go ahead, Reggie. Sorry.
every time you think about your God was named after something that was not true. And that's a fact.
Another thing is, like, for example, Linksy and I are pagan.
Yeah.
And one of the stories from our study Havamal and our, I guess, religious beliefs is that Loki, who is the god of mischief, wanted to technically make all the other gods not be able to have their powers and be gods anymore. Now, how these gods gained and kept their power were through apples, by eating apples. Now, think about this. If the god of mischief wanted to, trick the rest of the world into thinking that he was the one true god, he would take the apples away from the rest of the gods, have them fight each other, off each other, and then be the only person with the apples, which is exactly what Norse beliefs state. And now Norse beliefs were there prior to Christian beliefs and Catholic.
Not only that, Snorlax, here's a fun little fact. Do you know the David and Goliath story?
Barely.
Well, you know the basic strokes, like big,
Wait, I know
gigantic
my
Goliath.
Bible class, they were just talking about it, but not,
Like like the basic strokes, right? Big, gigantic Goliath. Here comes corny little David, throws a stone in his forehead, and
the slingshot or whatever.
Yeah. You know that's stolen as well.
From where?
Us, the Celts. We had Lugh versus Balor first, and it almost is beat for beat the exact same story.
Thank you for the gifts, Bertram. Thank you.
Down to the exact weapon that he used. But in our story, it makes sense why he used that particular weapon. In your story, it doesn't. It just says that he's a rock. Like,
Yeah.
it's a weird thing. The reason it makes sense in our story is because Lugh, who was our one of our many gods, he was the god of many trades. He was prophesized to unalive his grandfather, who was a giant-like creature called Balor. And the reason he used the sling stone, which is when you put that little stone in a little pouch, you above your head and then you fling it. The reason he used the sling stone is because Balor was a Cyclops. And the rock nailed him in the eyeball. And then it gored through his eyeball and he fell down. And because his eyeball had magical powers, as you do, it bored through the center of the earth. And then he fell in and then died. But there's no reason why Goliath was done in by a stone to the forehead, considering the forehead is like the hardest part of your head.
Yeah.
So.
Also,
Anyway.
Easter, or formerly known as
Hold on,
Easter.
Snorlax. Let's let him go because we did give him a lot of information. We're not going to the holidays right now.
I think that honestly, I am just trying to figure out my life views, and no matter what I ended up with, I hope that you all live the greatest possible life you can live. And
Yeah, likewise, Bryce. Like, I think you're a smart kid, and I think if you actually kind of sit down with like the SBL Study Bible and kind of like dive into it, you're going to be like, wait a second here, like, let me look more into this kind of shit and see if how this fits with me or not. You know?
Yeah, because I do think that I will continue to like.
I mean, you can
develop
still
my
be
faith.
religious. Like, nobody's
And-
saying you can't, but just like know what you're signing, right? Like, read the fine
Yeah.
print before you
I just need to get more
sign the
knowledge on
contract,
this.
buddy. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Just
that's
'cause
what I
I'm-
was telling you. We're not trying to like make you an atheist. Just kind of
Like, just read the fine
take
print,
a look
man.
at what you're believing. And if you don't remember nothing else, because the thing that I remember the best, because it's a main character, it's Jesus, right? Everybody remembers, and what Reggie just said about Yahweh, because that is the God.
Mhm.
Jesus is almost an exact replica of fucking Hercules. I kid you not.
And
I kid you not.
And Dionysus
You
and Mithra.
exactly. They all of these stories come from other stories. They just do. Like especially once these stories were around so long, like Christianity is very new compared to everything else. Like
Ariel,
y'all
here's
can't
a
tell me
bad
that
game of
motherfucker-
telephone.
here's a fun little fact,
Mhm.
Ariel. There's a play that was done in like the BC era called the Bacchus story about Dionysus. And like if you actually read the synopsis of the Bacchus, you're sitting there kind of going, "Wait, excuse me, what? 12
Yeah.
disciples unaliving and rising after the
Thank
3 days?
you.
What?"
Thank you. They are both born from a god. Their mothers are both magically impregnated by a god. Jesus has 12 disciples. Hercules does 12 feats to get rid of sin. Jesus comes and has his 12 disciples and he's preaching to, and then he, does his little thing. I don't know if we can say that. Yeah, we can. Crucifixion to free the world of sin. Like there are so many similarities. It's not even funny. Like all of these stories in your book came from somewhere else. So like I said, it's not to
Yeah.
make you say there's no God, but this book it's just bullshit. It's fucking made up. It just
Oh yeah.
is.
Well, I will say to you guys, what the big thing that because obviously I'm not just like super rational. I think the thing that kind of made me, and this is why I believe in God, is just like the whole creation of the universe.
Oh sure, it's crazy, isn't it?
I
Like
think-
it's absolutely nuts.
I think it does point to like an all-powerful God, and that's why I do believe in the Christian God, because I feel like
I mean,
I guess
I
from what
wouldn't- well,
from
first
what
of all-
I know, that makes the most
Right.
sense.
So first of all, the all-powerful thing presents a lot of problems for Christians because if it was just a God, cool. Like if it was maybe even just an all-knowing God, cool. But when you add in all-knowing, all-powerful, all love, like it presents a lot of issues.
Mhm.
It doesn't make any sense. But I said that to
Especially
say,
on loving.
right. But I said that to say because even if we've heard that 100 times, and that's okay. Like I honestly think that's one of the best arguments y'all got is intelligent design. But even that, it's not that intelligent. Like the earth tries to actively kill us every day. Your own body is trying to make you go blind every fucking day. Like it's not that intelligent.
A
It's
toothache
really
will
not.
literally take out your brain.
Yeah, I mean, I see what you mean, but at the same time, you also have to think about like it is pretty precise. Like
It's not that it's precise. It's that it's
it's pretty,
something that we can't create.
Goldilocks
I know
zone.
exactly what you're talking about.
like
I know
Goldilocks
exactly. You
zone.
can. Thank you. But yeah, you can look at you can look at the rings inside of a tree. You can look at the way the like I know exactly what you're talking about. It's beautiful, and y'all just don't understand how it works, and so you point to God, and that's okay. But
Yeah.
you got to stop pointing to this one because
So
this
maybe-
one.
Well, yeah, maybe I think that I have a better argument possibly against agnostic or like no religion than other religion because I don't really know what to say to someone who says I believe in this, but like I do think that like believing in nothing or everything coming from nothing for no reason
Bryce,
with no
here's the
purpose
thing
takes
about
more
that,
faith
right?
than
Bryce,
believing.
here's the thing about that. This is why I want to nip this in the bud. That's not what atheists and agnostics believe. That's what Christians think atheists and agnostics
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah,
So-
I
You
also
just
got
don't know.
Well,
Yeah.
because it's literally atheists agnostics are just kind of like we know as far back as the Big Bang or the Great Expansion, and then at that point our science at the moment currently can't go back that far. So for now we're just putting a stoppage on that until our science develops enough that we can figure out what the fuck happened. But the problem is with that statement is the Christians are actually the ones who believe something came from nothing because where did God come from?
Yeah, and I think I guess the only answer I would have to that is that he is like the beginning, which
But like what by that logic, why can't the universe be eternal?
Exactly.
Right.
because then I feel like it almost hints at the Earth being created randomly.
Yeah, why not?
No,
Isn't that more of an interesting thing? Like, because think about it. Well, think about it like this, Bryce. Like, it wasn't random, right? So, because the thing is that it happens like billions and billions of times because we have billions and billions of planets.
Mhm.
The fact of the matter is of Earth becoming a habitable zone is not that the Earth was made for us; it's that we adapted to fit the Earth. Like our Earth happens to have an atmosphere, which makes it possible for us to breathe. That was developed over millions and millions and millions of years because of where we are in the universe. We
And
have
that's why we have different races of people, right? We adapt to it. That's why you have some black people, you have
Does
some
that?
Asian people, you have some white people, things like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. But wouldn't that not? So that does go to say that there's would be no God if that was the truth, right?
Yeah, why not? It's
So
not.
I think that if there is no God, then there's really
But
no
that don't even necessarily mean that.
morality.
It
Like
just
nothing has
means
value.
no, that's not Bryce. No,
Why do
no,
you?
no.
But why do you think that? But why do you think that when human beings made up the concept of morality? Why do you think that?
Yeah,
Human beings
Bryce,
made that
when
up.
you actually look back on where morality came from, it becomes a lot more simple, right? So let's go back to when we were still semi-bipedal, covered in hair, and living basically as a different form of ape. Our ancestors looked back and realized, hey, I want my line to continue. So in order to do that, we're not particularly huge. We're not like elephant size. We're not particularly fast like cheetah. So the best thing is strength in numbers. So in order to do that, we got to like stick together, and then we got to make sure everybody else is okay. So if one person gets sick, we got to make sure that we keep them okay. Or if one person is alone, we got to go with them. And then over time, that evolved as our brains grew to be like, hey, I actually don't want bad things to happen to me because that would kind of suck. So by extension, I don't want bad things to happen to other people because that would kind of suck. And it's a little bit caveman-esque, sure, but it makes more sense in the development of our brain that eventually we just decided that, like, hey, we kind of like living together with people, so let's make sure that we can continue to do that.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I think that it's easier for me to just think that God set the foundation for morality, which is why.
Well, Bryce, here's the thing. Do you want to believe
Because
in
you're being intellectually lazy.
Well, hold on, Reggie. Bryce, do you want to believe in an easy lie or an uncomfortable truth?
Exactly. You're being intellectually
But that's not
lazy.
even right, and it's not even true because where in the Bible does the God lay out the foundation for morality? He doesn't. And
Right.
you have the same morals as everybody else that's living in society, but if the God does something that you normally would call bad, you'll call it good. Y'all don't have any more of an objective morality than the rest of us. It's subjective. It just is, but we do have societal standards.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
see
know
what you're
where
saying.
y'all
That is
get the
something I struggle
idea.
with.
Yeah, I don't know where y'all get that
And
idea.
also, Bryce, watch this. If anybody's immoral, it's y'all. I can prove it to you. Want me to prove
No,
it?
I know what you're saying, and I've heard that argument, and that is something that
No. What argument? You don't know what I'm gonna say. You have no idea what I'm gonna say.
the whole argument that the Christians are the immoral ones, like I've heard, like I know it, like I don't know, that is something I
Based
struggle
on
with,
what?
so I can't really make an
Based
argument
on
against
what?
it.
But
And
you
again,
don't know what I'm gonna say. You don't know, but I'm gonna tell you. 0.07% of the United States prison population is atheists. So what that means is we're not the ones running around here raping people. We're not the ones around here murdering people, robbing people. That's y'all.
And again, like Bryce, I think once you actually sit down and read the Bible, especially from Genesis to Revelation, because I'm gonna be honest, this is a little known secret in the religious community, and I know because I left that. They make you read the New Testament first because then it's easier to justify the shit that happened in the Old Testament as
Yeah.
a prelude to that.
And
But
slavery and
yeah, that's the thing, is that like the God of the Bible endorses that. He also endorses unaliving kids. Bathsheba's child was sickened for 7 days before he was unalived. He also endorses things like grape and warmongering and G-side. So if our morality comes from God, his morality needs a fucking adjustment or two.
Mhm.
Like
I-
I think if you read it more as less of the thing you have to follow and more as just a story, I think you'll kind of see something a little different that you maybe haven't seen before.
Yeah, I definitely take all that into consideration. I hope you guys have great days.
Yeah, Bryce, you have a
Thank
good
you
one.
for staying
Let us know.
patient.
Yeah, no, let us know what you find. I'm interested in seeing what you think when you kind of got down and read
Yeah.
this.
Out of respect, I'm not going to say it actually, but I'm 41 backwards, so I am going to try to continue to grow my knowledge and
Oh wow.
I
he is
know
wrong.
you fucking lying.
Well, I mean, hey,
Right.
I do have to say though, if
You
he
beat
is
me
that
to it.
young, man.
Hey,
it-
my friend that has been a hardcore Christian for most of his life and stopped being a Christian about 10 years ago, literally said that he's no longer a hardcore Christian. He's like, but now that he uses the book as a guideline, not as something to follow.
I get that, and I can see that. I kind of wish people would kind of get off that crutch a little bit because there's so many other great books that you can use. But I see that more as a transitionary period. You know, like they kind of have to like wean themselves off of it. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying, my God tells me to take revenge. So
I mean, my God tells me to F around and find out, and then you know, like.
I mean, but it's also a lie when they do that because the quote unquote good things that you think you're taking out of here are quite literally out of context or misinterpreted. Like y'all are the ones doing that shit. That's why y'all think God is love and God is good and love your neighbor. Like that's not what the fuck it says.
And then even if you do find the occasional odd, like, hey, this is a good piece of advice, it's not new. Like that kind of stuff of like treat others the way you want to be treated, blah blah blah, has been around long before Christianity. Like, do you really think people were just like barbarians before that, beating their chests and waving their sticks? Like, no, they knew how to get along. They knew how to get along with people. Like, we had moral codes way before Christianity, and Christianity kind of went, "I'll take this," and just made it their own. You know, like I'm just saying, like you can find wisdom and knowledge and morality in so many other better places in the Bible.
It's not a book of morality, and it
No,
doesn't
it's a
even
book
mention morality.
It's
The
a
word
book-
That's why I
wasn't even
asked him
invented back in
that.
the days.
Where does it lay that out at?
It's like
Where
a
does
book
it
of
lay
the-
out?
It's a book of
the
like
moral
revenge
foundation?
fantasies. Honestly, it's like a book of revenge fantasies. Like it like honestly, like
Butchered
next time,
English.
like next time you read the book or any section of the book, I want you to imagine like a man who got stood up by a woman or something like that, or a man who's just like spends all of his time in the basement and just hates the world writing this book, and it becomes a lot clearer. You know, it just becomes a lot clearer that it's a revenge porn fantasy.
Yo, listen, I'm not for the Bible whatsoever, but there is one thing that the Bible says that is true, guys.
What?
It did say if a man lay with another man, he shall be stoned. Welcome to Colorado, where LGBTQ marriage is legal and you can get stoned.
But yeah, no, like I mean, like people kind of go like, well, like I've had the question like, well, what would you have for morality? And I'd be like, Aesop's Fables, Dr. Seuss.
Tap this
Like-
screw, y'all.
Like there's so many other books. That kinda, like,
Iliad?
well, yeah, honestly, but like the moral code, like honestly,
Believers, come on up.
and like this is the silliest thing, right? But like you know, like and I'm not talking about the crappy movie. Don't ever mention the crappy movie to me. What took me as a kid revealed to say the word unless. Like that made me think as a kid. I was like 5 when I read that story, and I spent hours on that fucking book. So like I'm just sitting there like, what the hell? And it's like 10 pages fucking long.
Oh, dude, that story has stuck with me too. Because like the whole moral of the story is people, and this is what I tell people all the time. Like, if you've read the Lorax, I am the epitome of the Lorax. As a friend, I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you where you're gonna go wrong, when it's gonna go wrong, and then I'm just gonna let you do it. And then when you come back and you're like, "Oh, Snorlax, this happened," I'm gonna be like, "Oh, you don't say. You cut down the last truffle tree."
Well, and like the ending thing. Unless someone like you cares a whole awful lot, nothing's gonna get better. It's not. Like that, like, damn, when you're a kid, that's a gut punch. So like again, like you can find much better moral stories other than the Bible, and with a lot less problematic. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, Dr. Seuss was a fucker, but he's dead now, so who cares? So
What radicalized you with the Lorax?
literally though, like Snorlax, here's a genuine fucking thing. What radicalized me was Troll in Central Park, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and Fox and the Hound. That shit radicalized me.
Oh no, mine was Bambi. Stupid white
Oh,
man.
Bambi, yeah, that's it. That's it. But no, like fucking, like I could still like recite all the words from Hunchback of Notre Dame, and the fact that it was like Disney's like what second feature film, and they're just like fuck religion. I'm like, ooh, okay. I mean, there's a lot better moral stories than
Believers come up.
Bryce. There's a lot
Christians,
better moral.
Muslims, whatever you may be.
But here's the
Bible
thing,
fact,
Bryce.
not a
The
single
hard
author of the New Testament ever met Jesus. Come on
And here's
up
the
if you
thing.
want to talk about it.
And here's the thing, Bryce. The hard truth of the Bible was it was written by Bronze Age goat herders who didn't know half the world existed as revenge fantasy. It
As
wasn't
also a giant game of telephone through the ages.
Yeah, it wasn't enlightened. It wasn't radical. It wasn't new. It was honestly dated before it was even put to paper.
Actually, Lynx, there's, and if I remember correctly, there is a tribe in Africa that their whole entire thing is that they're storytellers. Like they have continued to tell the same stories for centuries, passed down through like great grandparents, right? And that's pretty much where religion came from. It was one, people trying to figure out why it was raining, why thunder happens, why this happens, why that happens, and then telling those stories to other people, and those people, you know, creating their own little flair on it, telling it to other people, and now all of a sudden we have, you know, Judaism, Christianity, Catholicism, Islam, Buddhism, Taoism.
Yeah. Well, you know what the crazy thing is, Snorlax, and I've mentioned this before in previous lives. It's crazy to me in a way, right, that Christianity has a written text. It's a written text that's been manipulated and changed, sure, but they have a book. They have the written text, and all they have to do is read it, and they get the strokes. And yet there's 45,000 different denominations, all of which saying they have the correct one. But then you look at stuff like our myths, which there's regional variance. Is it Tyr that like runs the wild hunt, or is it Odin?
You know why? Because the money. Okay, listen, if you see a situation, right, and somebody collect the money from all these dumbass people just because they read their word, right? You're gonna try to start your own religion. You're gonna try to start your own church. Then eventually it's gonna turn into a religion. And
Well, and yeah, like that.
You know,
That's
this is
the
gonna keep
fact,
going.
which is the fact that our people wrote them down later on, like thousands of years later. But they were told just by word of mouth. And yeah, there's regional variances, there's slight differences, there's character changes and whatnot. But for the most part, they kind of have the same kind of thing. And you don't see us pagans kind of going, "No, we have the right interpretation. Fuck you."
Yeah, and even the study Halvamal, which is technically like the quote unquote, I wouldn't even call it the Bible, because even the study Halvamal says that this is not a Bible. This is not something to live your life by. These are just the teachings of Odin. And in the book that I have, it literally has like stanzas where you can write how you interpreted what was written. And then you can go onto the back of the book and see how other people have interpreted what was written.
Yeah, and it's just a fascinating idea that like our stories, which didn't have any writings, were almost eradicated from the planet and had so much shit going on that would have theoretically made them fractured and disjointed. That didn't happen largely, but
that's
Christianity
because they stay local.
Well,
That's because they stay local.
That's true. That's true. But like Christianity, which had this backing, which had this record keeping, as flawed as it is, you can't fucking agree on the damn thing, even though the words black and white are right fucking there. It's so weird.
That's true, but the more people that touch it, the more margin of human error.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But like, it's just one of those things that kind of like it kind of wigs me out a little bit, you know, especially with paganism having a little bit of resurgence. I have really, unless like a small, tiny fucking handful, but on a large scale, I haven't come across a lot of pagans who, when I tell them like my interpretation or what I think about this myth, I haven't come across a large amount of pagans kind of going, "No, you're wrong." They kind of go, I never thought about that way.
No, the only pagans that you find that go, "No, you're wrong," are the
I ain't
Odinists.
fight- I ain't fighting over no money.
Well, yeah, that too. Like, we're just like, we like these stories. They're kind of fun.
The only ones that we don't get along with are the Odinists, and those are the YT supremacy ones, and fuck them because they've appropriated a Norse paganism into hate. Norse paganism actually doesn't. Norse paganism is the farthest thing from continuing hate when Loki Hugh
he's
spiritual leader
OG
who impregnated
gender icon.
himself and is also into bestiality. It's weird. Like,
and also like Snorlax, don't forget that Thor wore a dress and then beat the shit out of people. Like one of the things that I love pointing out is Snorlax knows this. The story where Thor wore a dress to get back Mjolnir, because he had to trick a bunch of giants, right? It never says in the story, Snorlax, you can check this, that he changed out of the dress before beating the shit out of these people.
oh my God, yo, you're right. I read the story.
I want fan art of Thor, big, burly, beer-bellied Thor, with his hammer in a white wedding dress, just going ham. I want that art.
Covered in giant blood.
I want that fucking art. I want that on my wall. Like, it's so... Mwah!
I had an art idea the other day that really pissed off the conservatives. It was, instead of the founding fathers who said that we had the right to bear arms, what they really meant was like tank tops, like shirtless shirtless
shirts. Right to bear those guns.
Yeah, and instead of it being the founding fathers, I wanted to say the founding daddies. Piss off the conservatives.
The founding daddy.
The founding daddies with the right to bear arms.
Ariel, did you go live today? You going live today?
I can. Surely can.
Yes, I'm probably gonna get off in a little bit. So I don't
Are you getting sleepy?
No, I ain't about to keep drinking a whole bunch of coffee.
That's fair. I still love that Nathan thought I was black. I'm kind of like complimented by that, but also like, did you not look at my profile picture? Like, it's literally in black and white, and you see my white ass behind my black hair.
Yeah, he be
Come on yours for
that was really funny.
Saying that same dumb shit.
It's also funny because he's like, you're defective, and I went, I mean, we did cross the Caucasus Mountain and lose all of our melanin, so I guess, yeah, in a way. But, like, is that supposed to be insulting to me? Like, I would love to have more melanin. You know how much of a pain it is to go out with my Scottish-Irish ass and get burned by the fucking sun?
I'm just the creation of colonization. I'm sorry.
Yeah, right? Like I had a fucking...
We still can get sunburned, though.
Oh, sunburn
We still
sucks.
can get sunburned, just not as often. And
No, like,
with me, only in certain spots.
Reggie, like, I will see a picture of the sun on my phone and get sunburned. I swear to God. Like,
my stepdad, may he rest in peace, was from Trinidad, and he was like very dark skinned, and he got skin cancer. It doesn't matter like if you're dark skinned or not. Like, everybody's susceptible to skin cancer and sunburn.
Yeah, for sure. But like, it's like, yeah, I'll step outside for 5 seconds to like go feed the birds, and I'll come back red. I don't like. It's so annoying. I'm like, what the fuck?
Bob Marley died from melanoma. I don't know if y'all know that.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes.
I thought he had like.
But his father is white.
Oh, yeah. He inherited the bad part of the of the melanin. It's just like, nah. Oh God. But no, it's like what did he, I mean, like, did he think that like me being black like made him, I don't know, like what he thought that it was gonna do. Shut my black ass up. It
doesn't validate either person's argument. That's irrelevant.
What I'm saying. It's just, it was a weird thing to bring up. I'm just like, okay.
Not the roaches.
It was.
No, it was a fucking penny, and it looked weird as fuck. I'm like, what the fuck is that? Because the way the light was shining on it.
Though, if he believed in unicorns, because he was going so hard, I'm like, my man, you reading the King James Bible right now, and it says unicorns. Like, you believe in a book that believes in unicorns.
I'm
not convinced Nathan is even a Christian. He's literally be trolling.
Honestly, though, but I will say, I am incredibly mad that a horse with a horn doesn't exist, but an 8-foot tall, long-necked horse thing with antlers and spots exists, aka the giraffe. What kind of backwards bullshit is that?
Unicorn's the long way.
Yeah, but like, I'm like, I want a horse with a horn. I don't want no weird fucking lanky ass motherfucking 8-foot tall horse.
What if a unicorn is really just a rhinoceros?
It is actually. That's actually what it is.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because like they saw one horn.
It depends on what sense that you say that, because technically, rhinoceroses have 2 horns.
Technically speaking, yes. But I mean, maybe it's a narwhal.
Well, what about those
Narwhal,
Christians that
narwhal.
don't believe in dinosaurs but believe in unicorns? Like, tell me when we found a unicorn skeleton.
Right. I mean, like again, like maybe it's a narwhal, but even then, narwhal isn't a horn; it's a very large tooth. So,
And it's not native to that area. They would have had no knowledge of it.
that is true.
whatsoever.
Did you hear that there's a narwhal that got adopted by a pack of belugas? It's very cute. And now they have a what's it called? A narluga. They have a narwhal and a beluga offspring, and it's adorable. I fucking love him.
The only argument they have in that is the technical, the word that rhinoceros, the scientific word for rhinoceros. That's the only argument they have with that because it's unicornus rhinoceros or some shit like that. But again, that doesn't matter because the book describes a one-horned beast, so it can't be a rhinoceros. It can't be.
Yeah, and it's so funny too because like, especially when you get to things like Revelation, where they talk about like these multi-headed animals and stuff like that. If you actually read it, you can just tell that they're taking like animals that they already have seen just out and about, and like Frankenstein fusing them together to make something scary. It's like the same thing of like people who made like clowns scary. You know, it's like this thing exists. It's kind of unnerving for some people, so let's make it a horror movie monster. It's the same kind of fucking mentality.
I believe one of the first dinosaur skeletons was actually like 3 different dinosaurs put together, and they just put it together. They're like, this makes sense. And it, in fact, did not make sense until they found the rest of the parts. But also, Lindsay, I hate you because now I have narwhals
Living in the ocean, causing a commotion because they are so awesome. But yeah, look up a narluga. It's a beluga and a narwhal, and it is so cute. It is so. I want to pet his head and cuddle him. It basically looks like a beluga, but a beluga that like got dirty, and it has like a little bit of grayscale on it.
Got fucking teeth.
It's
got fucking sharp teeth. Get the fuck out of here. That's like pre-shark.
It's so cute. I love him.
I'm about to get off y'all.
Okay.
So if y'all want to go to Ariel's page, I'll be over there for a little bit. Thank all y'all for stopping by. Thank all y'all for gifting. Good night, y'all.
Good night.